be the stream key for.
We also have Fractal.
Bid, your key is good now?
If you need to mute the mic, use this.
Bidwell.
Oh, just
All the way.
Are they both? Is this
Your key
main
is
or?
good, right?
That's
Your key is
the
good?
Okay.
This is not.
Okay. Fractal. I would love to do commentary with you. Give me a quick sec.
Yeah, of course.
If not,
You good?
I think so. Okay. You said this one is master?
All right, incredible.
Yeah, just mute everything if you need to mute.
And then if individual ones are like here.
If the chat says
Ooh.
Do we want to actually let's get it up because then we can actually see how we're sounding. Let's get, we live?
Yeah.
We are live. Incredible. Wait. Okay.
It should be like coming. Oh, we have. I see how it is. We gotta watch like a
We
minute
have
of ads for
have
our
a
own
plug-in
channel.
here,
Yeah,
someone
yeah,
with
yeah.
Twitch
Just so we
Prime.
can see.
Wow.
Apparently, we should be able to see chat on the iPad.
Yeah.
Up.
If you're live, yeah, okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yep, you should be good.
It's CT4. It's not. We don't expect to start with all the viewers, but we do expect to end with all of them,
And we will.
and that is much appreciated.
Alrighty.
Do you know how to reset scores on Tetris, Champ?
Huh?
Do you know how to reset scores on Tetris, Champ?
Depends on the version. You should be able to go all the way like down, and but power cycle should suffice.
This is the version that doesn't reset when it's not as
Right.
It's from change where you can reset it from the front, but not.
Makes sense. Oh my God.
Alright. Well, welcome to Classic Tetris 4,
Classic Tetris 4.
the premier place to find only the very best Tetris. My name is Phoenix, your notable Australian, and I'm joined here by,
Fractal, also from Australia.
of course, Fractal161, former Tetris World Champion in 2023.
In 2023, and
The Tom Brady of our sport.
I've been chasing the high ever since. We
only
got
the very
four
best.
lovely competitors here. All right, I've been watching their practice. Each of them kind of cooking in various points in time. So they'll have an hour and 30 minutes to put together the highest score that they can. And in the event that any of them achieves the elusive max out, that is 999,999 points, then that is going to count for one. And then basically ties are going to be broken by the highest max out counts, and then the next highest score after that. So in the top left, we got Skip. I don't know too much about
Yeah,
them, but at the risk of like putting unnecessary pressure, I was like watching their gameplay, and they're kind of cooking on a 19-start game. So
Skip Logic actually have a max out PB. So 1,002,024. So that little extra set of.
Okay, that
This
makes a
is
lot
the
of sense.
infamous.
I do know that name.
Yep. Come all the way out here from Hawaii, which is quite the trek to
okay.
make out. I think we have a few players who have made the trip.
We've had a few Hawaiians over the
players,
years.
do we have thumbs up? Are we ready to go for the countdown?
All right,
Let's count it down, Fractal.
and it's gonna be I think Kingsman.
Let's get it started, folks. 2, 1, Tetris! Our first Buko call of the day. Thank you, Barrett.
There shall be many more. Continuing on with the introductions, we got Snowy on the top right. Snowy played in the relay tournaments earlier today, and you would have checked that out on the main stream if you were watching a little earlier. If you didn't get the chance to see it, fear not. We will be having another side event after the 2 qualifying slots for today. That will be Mind Meld.
It was a very interesting competition, I must say. So to see incredibly formidable players find a whole new avenue to become cracked, and that is through the power of friendship. They need to
Power of
find a
friendship.
way to form a bond with a whole new person. And
Yeah.
for some people, you know, we saw Huff and Meme truly come together, true formidable titans of this sport. Actually knock out Snowy and Ethan. Ethan choosing to actually drop Obaro, who
Oh my
was a
God,
previous partner from last year's tournament, in a move that is awfully reminiscent of Lewis Hamilton's recent move to Ferrari. It did not go nearly as well as I think Snowy and Ethan would have liked. But
Yeah. Then we got GV Toast, the bottom left. Toast has been helping out with events for a while. He's one of the main people behind the previous 2 Minneapolis regionals, and I think was going to be in charge of the stream once he's not actually playing the game himself.
He is. He is our supreme leader of Classic Tetris 4.
All hail.
In his own quote, if it's on fire, it is sadly my responsibility. A PB of actually 793. So this could be the day he cracks that 800K barrier.
I'll be looking to see that. And then at the bottom right, we have Arbaro. Everybody knows him. Everybody knows Tetris for the non-pros.
Tetris for the non-pros. So for those that are not familiar, Tetris for the non-pros is ideally for folks that have not yet achieved the illustrious max out of 999,999.
And he has put in so much work to really turn this into like a community with its own like distinct identity and like distinct like series of events. They put on a lot of different things. I'm super impressed with what he's doing. And I've actually gotten the privilege of seeing him play for the a couple times this past month, because we've been having meetups in Seattle, and we're both in Seattle.
Oh, fantastic.
So yeah.
And if you'd like to get involved, first and foremost, if you find yourself in Seattle, definitely join the Classic Tetris Discords, but also check out tnp.tetris.lol. That's tnp.tetris.lol for Tetris for the non-pros. Get yourself started. It does not require any prior experience whatsoever, and believe me, I know that better than anyone.
Yeah. Taking a look at the scores, we got some pretty nice paces up at the top. Skip Logic with 213,000 points, make that 236,000 points now at 70 lines, and Snowy with the best pace of our group of 4 so far, pushing over like pretty close to 70% Tetris rates right now. Toast and Arbaro maybe a bit slower right now, but there are like over 80 minutes left in this qualifier. Plenty of time to get a few games in, get something on the board for consistency, and then really start pushing later once those guarantees have been achieved.
It really is quite big psychologically to get just a good score in the first 2 or 3 games, because you are here for 90 straight minutes.
Right.
That is truly for some people more Tetris than they can handle, and
Yeah.
it ends up becoming a game of endurance and a game of mental fortitude, especially if you find yourself on the cutoff. You know, the pressure does start to mount. I've found that myself up against Vince.
Oh yeah, of course.
Up in Pasadena. And yeah, believe me, you don't want to be crumbling under those pressures.
You don't want to be crumbling, but at the same time, sometimes you can lose yourself into the gameplay. Tetris is, of course, that kind of game that you kind of forget what you're here to do, and you're here to qualify. So you don't want to be going for every risk imaginable, especially not at the starts. Kind of just want to figure out how to play in a way that is safe, but will still get you points.
Yeah.
Your risks must be calculated, but calculated in a way so that you succeed 99% of the time. That is what it takes to succeed in this game. Yeah.
Do you have any particularly notable qualifying highlights from yourself? Some moments that you remember?
Some moments.
Like smack bang middle of a qualifier?
There was one time I scored a Tetris. That was really cool. Yeah. Speaking of Tetrises, Snowy has been really piling it on already at 500,000. This is a great score, especially for the first game. And he is not even at transition. That will be 2 more Tetrises, 8 more lines. But we'll have to see how he does it with this kind of a board.
Oh, Piece is not doing any favors
here. Do you
here.
see the flicker of the L piece right there, which would be perfect, but that was unfortunately just manifestation of his imagination, and the board is piled on so high, and the speed at which level 19 goes at. I'm not sure if this will be recoverable, but he's building up the left and building up the right super high, but try to build up a little too much, and it's going to top out slightly before the transition. Arbaros in a similar situation, but he has a few more lines to work through. Skip is, I think, currently the best out of the bunch, keeping it low. Board is great right now, and might be able to clutch that 500,000 into the transition.
First game also finished up for Arbaro. Both great scores to open up with, I will say. A 310, but also for Snowy that 520. That really puts a notable score up on the board, especially given the fact that we only have just enough players to fill out the gold and silver brackets, and maybe a few more. So if you are watching this, you find yourself in Pasadena or in the event, definitely come along.
Yeah, of course.
Try your hand out at Tetris.
We have a qualifying slot tomorrow, I believe.
Yeah.
I think we're still accepting signups.
Yep.
Don't see why not.
And given we have Skip Logic, who's made it all the way here from Hawaii, if you're on the mainland, you too can make it out before tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think there's a level of dedication of Tetris that, especially here at the tournaments, is expected that really does separate the best from the rest. Toast now getting up high, and that is a top out for Toast.
Right,
449, great score, and going to record that one.
Yeah. All right. Our judge for this group of 4 is Hufflepuffus, a familiar name to most, friend of the community, and friend of the organizers too.
Yeah, friend of us all.
Yes.
Right. Shout
Pretty
out.
customary for Tetris, for the players to like also like help out with the staffing, just because there aren't a lot of us who like actually go to the events in the grand scheme of things. So every amount of help that we can get is like greatly appreciated. All right, Skip Logic has been made it the furthest in 19, but builds up to the right, and that might be it.
539 for Skip Logic. That is sets the bar for classic Tetris 4. And what a bar that has been set. First game, Fractal 161.
First game, yeah, and
First game.
2 500s up top.
I know.
Yeah, that's gonna be like really solid. So that should be a pretty. So do you raise? You want to raise your hands if you want to submit your score?
When you're ready.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll take pictures.
Yeah. Yes, Abaro, bottom right corner.
Yeah.
Feel free to be like really, really loud whenever he scores.
He's actually our head judge across the entire event. So in addition to having those who are collecting the scores and taking them over, running, if you would, to all of those doing the data entry, we also have judges. And this is just to ensure that, especially for this tournament, the Jonas Neubauer Cup, that players are playing with a particular play style that actually, I wouldn't say levels the playing field, it's just a different play style in a way. The delayed auto
It
shift.
is.
Yeah.
I think Pumpy Hearts was the first person I saw use the analogy of swimming and like different types of strokes.
Yep.
This is kind of like the butterfly of the sport. It is not as fast as freestyle, but it's still like very technical. Requires its own set of skills to really thrive at. And of course, the best players can excel in multiple different skill sets. But you'll see people who like tend to peak in like one way or the other. That's kind of what we have here.
Yeah. We have some notable DAS players. So the delayed auto shift describes the slight pause when you hold down the left or right button on a D-pad in the NES controller. And so when you, instead of just moving the piece all the way left and all the way to the right at the fastest possible speed, in order to make sure that players had a bit more control over the amount of shifting left and right, it's in the actual console itself, in the
No, not the console, but it's software.
software. So it's not, because it's not across every NES game, is it?
Right.
Right, I
Everyone
see.
has their own implementation.
Yeah.
I think the different Tetrises each have their own way of going about it. So just maybe to get a bit of a concrete explanation of what's going on. Let's take a look at Toast gameplay.
Yeah.
All right, you'll see right there with that Z piece, maybe you put on the right side, there was a bit of a pause before it really started moving. But for all of these other pieces, you'll see less of a pause. Like that L piece, that S, that J, all came out instantly. And that is the, I guess, primary technique of delayed auto shifts of dash, which is that you can actually get rid of the delay if you basically don't make any unnecessary inputs, is the way that I like to explain it.
Just holding it down, left and right, and not stopping.
Right.
The moment you let go, that delayed auto shift resets, and so then and this is how players.
Or it's
at the-
not.
yeah.
It's not. I'd say letting go so much as actually just like pressing. So like if you are shifting a piece and you notice that like you maybe like put one column farther than you wanted to, and you that's going to be what like kind of breaks your streak.
See.
So then in that case, what these players have to do is they have to know exactly what column they put in they put the piece in and stop exactly when they get there. And yeah, this is what's known as skill stopping, which I honestly think is kind of a silly name, but
Skill stopping.
like I don't know, it implies that there are things that do not take skill
Yep.
when it comes to this play style, and that is categorically false.
There's very little about this sport that does not take an inordinate amount of skill, an inordinate amount of practice as well. You know, these are folks that have played for at some periods in their lives, for day after day. In the cases of potentially even a few players on your screen for longer than many world champions have been alive.
Indeed, and yeah, it is kind of crazy though that we're getting to this point where we can have like many world champions from our era.
Yep. From from a beautiful set of generations now.
I started to put it into perspective. I started watching the World Championships in 2016, so that was the 7th time that it happened. I started playing in 2020, so I've already been to 6 of them.
Wow.
So for the very next CTWC, I will have gone to like as many events as the people who have like been doing this forever.
And that would have been your first live event. Would have been 2022 or 2023?
First live event would have been 22.
Right.
Bar up really high, but the stack is beautiful, and he's able to get the bar at the last second and capitalize on that for the Tetris. This is not like looking to be able to get to like max head territory, but I'd say a solid 700, 800K is in his future if he can clean this up and get a good streak going. He's the only one on level 19. Everybody else working on level 18, and Toast is the one with the highest Tetris rate at this point. So a bit of an inversion of what we saw earlier, where the top half was the one that kind of jumped out to the early lead. Now it is the bottom half showing what they're capable of, but a misdrop.
Slight misdrop there.
Of the
Ooh,
bar. And
this
then
is pretty tough.
it's
Yeah,
actually
that
high, there's
hang
no
of
bar.
the square.
That was what, 17-piece drought all the way at the end. But it is a high score for Ibarra. So our judge will be taking care of that.
Ibarra, a PB of 906,000. So we certainly know he's capable of going all the way to the kill screen, referring, I guess, in this tournament as the official kill screen, level 29. I'm sure there will be some 1 or 2 players that will attempt to stretch it to level 30 in the dash play style, but yeah.
If you've watched Blue Scooty recently, he's so good now.
It's crazy, yeah. Scooty was actually saying to me this morning that in the previous Pasadena tournament of this, the Jonas Neubauer Cup, he only really started switching full-time to the Daz playstyle about a couple of days prior. The past month, he's been doing nothing but play Daz. So he's well and truly primed. One of the favorites of this tournament. Only closely behind the Toast and Skip Logic here on our very screens. These guys are...
Oh, Toast happy about that. He got he got a 500.
He's going to be certainly giving a...
But can he get out of this
runs
before
forward,
he hits level 19?
Transition.
Level 19 is cool because if you stay really low, then you can get like an extra 100,000 points by playing it safe. And with Tetrises, that could go up to like 300, 4,000, even 5,000.
3 lines to go.
500,000. All right, it's possible, but the bar should come. If the bar comes fast, it will be much easier. That might be enough. Let's see. All right. Gets a piece over to the left. Is almost clear. Is open, and he gets the Tetris.
Boom! Tetris for Toast. That's a big one.
That's 540. I think that's the highest score of this block so far. And he is showing no signs of stopping. He is stacking up. He is stacking high. The left side is beautiful. You want the left columns to be substantially higher than the rest. And it's because of those burns that you saw that Toast was doing. You have to wait sometimes to get your Tetris. The game doesn't give it to you. But it did give him that bar at a nice time. And he's going to keep it a little bit lower. Maybe he's going to try and coast this out to a 600, then push for the 700? We'll have to see. But maybe he just goes for it right now.
This would be very big. This would be very big.
And also, while I've been mentioning that, Skip already at 600 himself, 631, 632. This is
truly heating up on Classic Tetris 4.
Yeah, and Snowy on level 21 as well. So we got a lot of 19 gameplay all at once. I'd say the paces aren't quite max out potential, but there's still like excellent games.
Still highly formidable. Toast hitting a 500 earlier today, he was saying, and put him in good stride. A personal best of 793,000.
Oh, and Snowy misdrops, but he gets the bar and he misdrops again. And now the well is covered and there's nothing you do. 594 is
incredible
a PB.
scores all around. Skip and Toast still going.
Oh, but he doesn't submit.
Oh, love
Toast's
that.
so happy. Tetris is into the 600,000 and Skip Logic. Tetris is into the 700,000.
Big 700
We'll see.
there for Skip.
I think he's looking at a 900 if things go really, really well. But with that hang, it's going to become substantially harder. The priority is, of course, on survival. Stay alive, stay alive. Make sure that you can take care, get access to these Tetrises.
Oh, beautiful set of solves.
727,000 points when you see it. And he is set up and he is ready, but that left side is inaccessible for everything except the square that he gets. He'll have the ability to burn maybe 2 lines.
The bar? 20-piece drought.
But that is a PB for the qualifier. All right, Toast is still alive, but is having to deal with a bit of a mess and with those.
Oh, misses a little tuck there. We saw it
And this is CT4. PB's broken all over the place.
Yeah, I don't know how CT3 is looking, but I highly doubt we are getting some hot action that we are here on Classic Tetris 4.
Hey, don't slander the homies.
Oh, we look. They've been talking smack all day. Fractal,
Have they been
right?
talking
They've
smack?
been talking smack.
Have they?
Right.
Then I've been so nice to them.
No, we love our compatriots over at CT3 and CT2, where you will find a couple of incredible folks: DMJ, Redshirt, AV Geek, and Hana also qualifying there. And I think we're actually close to seeing another max out for Hana.
DMJ and Svavar with the first max outs?
Yes,
Wow,
they
okay.
are.
My goat Svavar.
So truly, definitely check out our wide array of channels where you can truly have more Tetris than you can handle. This is the Classic Tetris World Championships, the Jonas Neubauer Cup, in celebration and in remembrance of Jonas Neubauer, 7-time Tetris World Champion, and truly a stalwart of not just the Classic Tetris community, but any community, I think he indulged himself in.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. All right, we're back to level 18 for just about everybody. And this is kind of the pattern that you'll be seeing with a lot of these DAS qualifiers, is that level 18 is, of course, much slower, much more comfortable, so you'll see people try and get some good paces on there. But then level 19 becomes a completely different beast, and it's like you really have to be so much pickier about the kind of battles that you pick.
Especially with that rotation bias. It's a lot easier to get pieces over to the right than it is to the left. And so you'll see players on level 18 placing the stacks a little bit higher on that right side.
Indeed. Yeah, and then the effects get really, really striking when you get there. All right, Snowy, let's focus on Snowy's board. He's in an interesting situation. Gets a bar right now. He's going to smartly rotate that J piece.
Well
and he's going to keep the well open. Could have chosen to cover with a J, which was a great move, but he wanted an even better one. And he got this best situation, but unfortunately, given a burst of S pieces, he's going to have to stay here for a little longer. We see continue to see some pretty good digging instincts.
Especially in Abaro now.
From this man.
And our bottom right. Some digging up here now.
All right. Sets up the...
Smart set of decisions there, but I think just the pieces made it a little bit more difficult playing that high.
Quite enough. All right, Toast got a center roll going. He's going to get his board really nice and clean. All right, and Snowy continuing to go with this game, and it's just so difficult at this high. Gets a quick tap. The bar goes all the way to the right. Quick taps are advanced techniques that have this really interesting risk-reward trade-off where you can choose to gain a little bit of extra speed at the price of sacrificing your mobility for the next piece afterwards. And there are certain quirks in the mechanics of DAS that enable this to be possible.
And we have our judges on standby to make sure there isn't
too
much quick tapping going on.
How's it going? Would you like to say hi to CT4?
Hi.
That was Zrobots, who will be competing later today. Yeah. He made his, I think, competitive debut, Zrobots, at the Jonas Cup last year. This is his first repeated tournament, he says. Would you like to do a little bit of commentary, give Barbaro some flashbacks?
Yeah, can you, you want to pick a game?
Yeah, of course.
Fractal gonna sign first and foremost a blue shell. Over here.
Arbaro got this. 118,560 for Arbaro. He should be able to get a max for his PB. I'd love that to happen. You know, he's having great paces, but he is in a mess. So we'll see. Oh! That hang.
We call that commentator's curse there, sir. That's all right. Congratulations on the commentary debut there from our Zro.
Okay. He has a 1.7, by the way.
Yeah. And actually, he didn't even really skip. He just day after day got like a what 1.5.
It felt like it was like the same kind of speed of a skip. What it felt like. He went up the ladder once every day for a while.
Just truly incredible, and it's so beautiful to see how a sport, should I say, a game released, coming up to 40 years ago now, is still influencing new generations and bringing them such joy and introducing them to wonderful communities like the classic Tetris community.
Yeah. And I had to give ourselves some credit because I think we deserve it for this instance. I was told that he had been playing like very infrequently for the first 2 years of his life, but after this tournament, then he started taking it seriously.
Incredible.
So,
So a shout out to the Jonas Cup.
to the Jonas Cup.
Portland Retro Gaming Expo, who has been generous enough to welcome us each and every year since 2011, I believe.
2011, yeah. So many years it's been running, so many years we've seen it evolve, we've seen generations be replaced, and who knows, maybe someday we'll see that happen again. The chime sound is super loud. Could you elaborate on what that sounds like?
Hello there, Biofair. We've seen your commentary. We'd love to hear more about your chime sound being super loud.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm just peeking them. No, wait. I think the levels look reasonable. So maybe it's. I don't know what it could be picking up. There's a car behind us. Do-do-do. All right, Toast has entered level 19. All right, about to hit another 500. Very, very solid score from him. Gets T-piece over. Is Tetris ready? But in the midst of what ended up being a 16-piece drought, chose to burn it down, play it safe. He's going to try and be taking himself out of Tetris readiness, I think. And that's going to be like a safe strat that will like serve him well. We saw him make it really far into the level 19 previously. And it is a typical pattern to see people die like early, like very frequently, because it is substantially harder and you have less attempts for this stage of the game. But he's ready right now. Chooses not to go for the left because he didn't think he had the charge ready and is going to take another triple. So playing it really safe, and it takes so much discipline to do this, to take yourself out of Tetris readiness, but at the same time it can be like kind of exhausting in a certain point, but it's rewarding. It's rewarded with the Tetris.
Toast.
Toast here, maybe looking to get like a 950.
Yeah.
Maybe goes like perfect.
It goes perfect, yeah.
Certainly a very strong pace, but as we saw there, that's the survival that is certainly
Oh,
needed.
the Tetris
for test
sound is
tournament.
really loud?
Oh, we've got...
I don't know where that is in the mixer.
I have an idea. I know how to solve that.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
For my call, what if I don't?
Huh?
I'm scared for my call.
I think you will. I think you will be playing.
Yeah, I'm playing
Toast with another Tetris?
CT4
Oh, okay.
today, 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Excited. I hope I do well.
I think it might be part of the browser source is the thing. So I don't
It's
know.
not part of the...
No, because we're loading the browser source into here. So yeah, we'll be trying to fix that. But yeah, Tyler asking why this go to duo is on CT4, and the answer is because CT1 wasn't able to meet our rates.
Yep.
All right,
Budget
I think
constraints.
we charge a fair amount for our skill, and CT1 just wasn't willing to accommodate us. So fortunately, we were able to find an agreeable set of buyers when it came to CT.
Yes.
To skip logic, topping out with 610, but only level 20. That's some good pace right there, and he's gonna really be wanting to tap into that to like I guess approach the max out, which I would assume is his goal. All right, certainly a potential. 619 for GB Toast, not a PB, but still an excellent game nonetheless.
These are excellent games. A couple of 600s to fill out our time.
Audio.
And you're too kind, Biofair. These sweet voices actually brought to you not only by a lot of incentive that was introduced by Toast. It was very generous, I will say.
Properties.
But also by the Tetris Company, who has sponsored all 16
Audio.
Classic Tetris World Championship years, and of course is responsible for the game that brought us all together. 40 years of Tetris this year. Don't forget to follow all things Tetris on @Tetris_official on Instagram. And truly, if you can find more Tetris anywhere else, it is probably here on Classic
Yeah.
Tetris 4.
Was the audio fixed?
Yes. Can we get a confirmation from the chat?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, big yes.
Yes.
Big yes in the souls.
In all caps.
We certainly have seen some
All
great
right, here we
souls
go.
today, but none
Apologies
more
for
than
the
that
delays,
from
but yeah,
from
that should be
Fractal.
fixed for all matches throughout, and now we can really get into the gameplay for what it is. We got the current leader, Arbaro. All right, Tetris rate of, that can't be right, 14%. He's been scoring way better than that. He's looking at a 500K if he can keep it going at this exact pace. And look at this board, look at the Tetris, look at this stack. All right, the left side is the highest, the right side is the lowest, and the bars are a-flowing. Borrow for our borrow, that's a Tetris.
Borrow for our borrow. Let's keep that going. Now he's a borrow dependent.
Now he's a bar recipient.
Certainly did well to clear that out. Yeah, Abara also told me earlier that he's an Esperanto speaker.
Oh, don't I know it.
Which is certainly a formidable
It
language.
is, language speakers tend to have habits of, like looking for all the opportunities to exercise their control over the language as possible, and that's completely understandable because it's probably rare, especially for a language like Esperanto. But in Seattle, when we were hanging out, I actually saw a flyer for like an Esperanto meetup. I think. Oh, it was either an Esperanto meetup or like some Tokipona reference, which he's also familiar with, of course.
Shout out to all our Esperanto speakers.
And Arbaro having to navigate this like kind of high up board. He has been getting some practice with competitive matches through the Seattle meetup, where he has a number of pretty good opponents to really test his skills against. So I wonder if like some of those competitive strategies will help his consistency. And that's a transition. That's 448 and an immediate Tetris over there. Very nice.
Actually got a transition now in to level 19.
Yeah. And it looks like he's going to take it low for the most part. Teases the center well, but opts to fail immediately. Either decision would work well in that case. All right, and a nice triple.
That's the way it's
triples kind of get overshadowed in this game compared to the scoring potential of Tetris's. The namesake, the most effective method. But a good triple, especially if you're like not looking to like get like as many Tetrises as humanly possible. Oh, and that's a hang. Could be quick tappable. He gets the bar.
Oh, no.
That's a PB for him, so he will submit the score. And that's good. There are some people who don't necessarily submit their best scores. Snowy. And we have to see whether that will pay off for them. They got about an hour left in the qualifier, so plenty of time to improve. But I have seen situations,
and I've seen
there almost always are, where you kind of just wish that you just like submitted something that you had earlier.
Oh, each and every tournament for me, I will say. But not Snowy Triss.
Scores, man.
Snowy Triss certainly backs themselves to compete regularly in the Classic Tetris League, CTL. Second place in and the first seed in the Phoenix, Arizona qualifier, silver bracket last year. So certainly knows how to make their way through a competitive tournament.
Of course, of course.
And I think that's a level of confidence that especially having been a top seed in a tournament previously, you know what you are capable of.
Right.
And, maybe pushing himself to go that one step further and go, you know what, I know what I'm capable of, and I'm not going to settle for anything less.
Yeah. He's off to a pretty solid start. 2 Tetrises, 11 lines.
Make that 3.
All right, resolving the stack nicely. This one was a little bit unaccommodating, but got the pieces right now. The issue with that, of course, is that there's always this fear that like you'll get the pieces now, but you won't get them later, even though that's not how randomness works in the slightest. Kind of feels like it is sometimes. But that's just the name of the game. You have to learn how to deal with it. Tetris would be, of course, far less interesting without like the level of randomness, because it forces players to like be prepared for anything. Simply because anything can happen. All right, continuing to look at Snowy's game. He is at 30 lines, 127,000. This is right about the 500k pace. And 500k in level 18, 500k in level 19 through 28s is what's considered one of the standard templates for like getting that max out, which is of course the highest score that we're allowing you to get in the qualifiers. You obviously kind of try to aim for a little more. Even if you've been doing well for so long, just one misdrop and it's all over, and then you got to start from the beginning. Fortunately, he has 58 minutes to do so.
Yes. So for our players, in case you missed that, you have just shy of 1 hour remaining.
So we got 3 out of our 4 players.
Which does insinuate that we went for a good solid 25 minutes of very loud chimes.
Yep.
So thank you all in the chat for working through that particular audio issue and making it known to us here in the commentary box.
Yes, if there are any production issues, please let us know. We're unable to like hear Leon's stream. It would be kind of, I think, unwise to focus on that stream while like trying to focus on the gameplay that's actually happening in real time.
We got priorities over here, folks.
Yes, we are busy individuals.
Yep. We care deeply for our players and their Tetris prowess.
Yeah. Everybody kind of starting a new game at this point. Open canvas of potential. Yeah. A missed quick tap for Snowy. I think that one might have been either the frame perfect one or just outright impossible. But he's able to bring it down, chooses to fill the left side. Now, what are your thoughts on that, Phoenix?
I think at level 18, early start, it's worth doing, and it's rewarded with a dirty Tetris there. That is, that is someone who's really trying to go for PB or nothing, max it out or nothing. There's no such thing as submitting a that'll do score, right? Trying to go for the best, and that is an attitude that we'd love to see from Snowy.
And all players, I think, just about have their baselines. Like I think 600Ks for 3 of them, and then Obaro at like a really high 400K. And showing some pretty nice potential on 19 too, getting a couple Tetrises. I think most of the runs where he makes it there in the first place.
Oh, it's been fantastic to see. It's really seeing all these players and their capability to go deep into level 19. It's something we actually get the privilege of seeing across all 4 of the classic Tetris channels this time round.
Yeah. If you're wondering which one to support, the answer should be all of them.
And who knows, we actually may see one of these players outside of
going crazy on the center wall.
Outside of the skip Tetris, getting their first ever max out. This could be it. This could be the moment.
Who knows? It's qualifying weekend. Miracles happen here.
Yeah. Do you remember your first max out, Fractal?
I was in calculus class, calculus BC. Teacher was like chill with me because she knew I knew all the material already. Or no, it wasn't calculus BC. It was multivariable calculus actually. So I was just like playing in the back. I might have been loud. I think people knew, but I got the score, and it was a really bonkers game. I wasn't recording it at all. I was playing on like I think I was playing on a Chromebook or something, and I'd line out to the max outs, and I can't say anything because like they're teaching right now. They're like having class.
The world's
the
quietest
gift of
celebration.
education. Yeah.
And over the years, we've certainly seen some incredibly boisterous celebrations of people's first max out. It's always a beautiful moment because more often than not, it is years in the making for many players. I myself started playing in 2020. I've yet to achieve a max out.
Yeah.
And this is where we see players, particularly those who have been in the community for quite a long time. When they do achieve it, we had that in Pasadena and in Portland a couple of years ago as well. It's always a beautiful moment.
Right. I like to think of the max out as like at least for like the like high level competitions, I have to think of it as like one way to prove like your commitment to the community. In a sense that like you've put in all this time. Like either you've put in all this time to like you got here so fast that it's like you belonged here to begin with. Of course, there are other ways to like really make your mark. Obaro, of course, heavily demonstrates that with like all he has done for restreaming and hosting events. And overall, just being a cool guy.
Great dude. We love our head judge.
Yes, I cherish
And,
all of my interactions with him.
And when Skip starts his next game, I'd be curious if you could actually comment on why there's a level 19 start. Doesn't that usually happen
Okay.
after a
he's going
transition
for
of
it.
some kind from level 19?
There are a number of reasons to do level 19. And top level gameplay, level 19 lets you get points like faster, like in real time, just because the pieces are falling like really, really fast. But normally for DAS qualifiers, it's not considered to be a great strategy just because the risk of having to survive these faster speeds like compounds much more strongly when you have this more limited playstyle. I still personally think it's a really good strategy to pull, especially for really long qualifiers, because if you're confident in your 18 skills, but every time you make it to 19, you die within like the first 10 lines.
Yep.
That is not going to be good for like getting into qualifiers, and it's also you don't give yourself the opportunity to like really practice on the fast speeds because you're not.
And then there's more of a shock when that level 19.
Right, it's because you're like spending all this time on level 18, you know you can do it, and then you get to the faster speeds and something's off. So you practice on it right now. All right, you have the opportunity to get some really good scores once you lock in, and you're also like getting more practice where it really matters, because like if you're trying to just make it into the bracket, you will only need one game.
As we've said, qualifiers and long sessions of Tetris truly is a game now of mental fortitude. We've all played this game before.
Right.
We know how to play it fairly competently. All these players are truly some of the best in the world.
So I forgot two.
Svava, he's back to back.
Oh my god, I'm so happy.
Svava, our international, representing the Finnish flag over on the main stage. CT1.
Dude, I went at CTWC. I went drinking with like him and a bunch of other people, and like what has convinced me that like he is like the best drinker is not like the volume that he like wrote, but he had such an effect on the person who was serving us drinks that they would just like give us like extra things for whatever reason. I don't know why. I think something about him being Icelandic just like was like fascinating. And yeah, we just like I think they gave us like Tootsie Roll Pops or something. It was bizarre.
Shout out to our Scandinavians.
No, none of them have gotten the max outs, but we've seen some really nice games. Skip Logic is starting on level 19. And look, he has a really good pace. But doesn't get the quick tap over to there, but has the opportunity to burn it down. It's going to be a little harder right now. And I don't know. There are some players who just haven't learned how to quick tap who like are good enough without them. I think the most prominence of that generation is really Harry Hong, who's gotten all of his scores with quick tap. And I like distinctly remember Pixel Andy not believing me when I told him this for the first time. But it's just how Harry plays, and he's really good. On the other hand, it does help with those kinds of situations where you really want to get something over. All right, we see him moving back to level 18. Maybe he feels like he's had enough. It's also kind of just good for like a mental reset.
It is. I was about to comment on that earlier. Is that when you have a long session, maybe you aren't quite getting the scores that you would like, or maybe you've had one or two difficult transitions into 19. It's just a really good way to just reset, get some confidence, just try something else, keep mind fresh. So when you go back to level 18, speed seems a little bit slower, a bit more manageable, and that confidence then comes back.
You're not putting that kind of pressure on yourself on level 19 because it's a harder level. You don't expect yourself to like perform your best there. Of course, some people do, and they are very impressive.
We had a 435 actually for Toast, getting to level 21 there.
Yeah, there was a bit of an unfortunate hang. He overshifted a piece.
And Snowy, top left corner of your screen, building, just about to transition here into the level 19 speed. And the game knows this, of course. Oh, chooses not to take the Tetris, trying to get some sort of tuck, I believe, to maximize. Well, beautiful spin. Oh, wow, is it Z or? I always forget. It's Z or SP spin.
I was taking
That's right, but back-to-back Tetris for Snowy into level 20.
Yeah. Going to be looking to get, I think, at least 200,000. I believe he got a 600 in one of the earlier runs. So that is going to require some Tetrises, but he can afford to like really take it safe. But this is not a safe board by any means. That left side was the lowest, but is now high at the cost of like so many holes that it's not even worth it there.
Can he get that piece over? Oh, he chooses not to throw either over. Wow, this is was quite an aggressive build from
Defeated
Snowy.
by a 40 drought with no signs of stopping. And that's how it is, but you have to learn how to survive that if you want like these kind of consistent shots at a good game.
This is good. Truly Snowy throwing everything at this qualifier.
Yeah. All right. Now we got a upcoming transition for our bar. All right, can't hit 400K. And I think he's gonna be he's looking to get a 500K on the board, so we'll need some level 19 survival in order to achieve that. But in order to get there,
Pieces, I will say.
yeah. Oh, that is an inspired square piece. Shifting it over, making room for the J, deliberately making a hole because he knew he'd have to come up with one regardless, and he made the best one possible in the moments. That is a very strong level of maturity being displayed with this game, and it looks like he is going to transition. All right, maybe a lower score than he wanted, but he is still playing. He's still alive. He is still very much in the running. And that is all you can ask for a Tetris game. 100 lines left. Gets a level 29. The pieces go twice as fast, but the left and right movement does not change at all, so it ends up being pretty impossible. Unless you're like a freak of nature.
Look, we have certainly seen, from a Tetris perspective, a few of those in our community.
It's weird. I don't think we've seen. I don't know if we've seen the most mechanically gifted person we ever could. Alex is up there, yeah, but like I think the sample size is like just so small that's the potential of the future is like massive. Potential of the bar for our Baro is huge.
Oh,
But he's gonna hang a second one and
oh,
the third.
double hang!
Yeah, it is just this 19 that is proving to be a roadblock. 46 minutes left in the qual. That's over 50% of it. So still possible, but very, very tough.
There's all sorts of things can.
I'm gonna go get some water.
Chat up here.
Mind going solo for a minute?
Abara restarting the game. Oh. We actually have a new quick commentator swap out while Fractal takes a brief break. Do you mind introducing yourself to the crowd, sir?
Hi, what's this called?
It's a blue shell.
I'm Blue Shell.
This is a blue shell. I will say one of the true up-and-comers of the Tetris community. What is your personal best?
1.74 mil, and with DAS, it's 1.07.
You got a DAS max out. Congratulations.
And it wasn't recording, and it was my first max out, but it wasn't recording. But my second max out, my second DAS max out, which was in a qualifier for DAS Masters, not mall qual. It got recorded. So.
And so how you
I
feel?
didn't get in.
How you feeling about this tournament? Think there is another DAS on for DAS max out
Yeah, I think
for
so.
qualification?
Yeah, the only thing is I've only practiced for 2 days and 2 months.
That's actually true. Yeah. How long have you been playing Tetris competitively, would you say?
A year.
A year. And there it is, folks. This is truly the inspiration of the new generation. A year, and we already have a 1.7 million. Is what we call
This
it in
is
the
my
community.
first
a
ever repeated.
rollover.
My first ever repeated.
What would be your advice for this crowd, this particular set of participants?
Snowy, you gotta get a better score. Arbaro, you just gotta cook. Toast, you gotta get a toastress, and then Skip, you gotta you gotta not misdrop and lock in on this game.
Lock in on this game.
You guys got that. This.
They have never had it, not had it. These guys have been truly incredible during this session here on CT4.
Yep.
We've seen some incredible Tetris so far. We have Skip Logic on 431,000, a great score.
74% Tetris rate.
Very, very high, looking very good. Approaching the level 19 transition speeds with only 30 lines to go. +101
lines. Oh no, there's a drought. Oh, he's getting high. He's getting high. Is there gonna be a bar? Is there gonna be a bar?
Oh, that's unfortunate for Skip.
No.
Got Toast very up high as well, and that is also going to be a top out. There seems to be top out in sequences. You know, they come in.
Yeah.
Everybody starting and topping out together. It makes for a nice viewing experience, I will say.
Wait, our Borrow is not gonna get that T to the left and is gonna top out. Maybe it's me saying everything. It's making everybody top out except
That's
for
it.
Snowy.
We call that the commentator's curse. Bringing attention to these sort of things, certain aspects of players'
it's now
play.
Snowy that's in trouble.
Does that look like in trouble? I think Snowy's got it.
Snowy's got it unless.
Just waiting for that bar.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Gets the bar.
Tetris for Snowy.
Yes.
This is your first commentary. Would you say? Have you
I
commentated
think
before?
I commentated at Genesis one time.
Yep.
A little bit, but like not a full qualifier.
You ever given someone a boom Tetris live yet? This could be it. This is your moment.
Okay.
Let's wait for that next one.
Okay.
Wait for that long bar. Toast is set up.
Boom! Tetris for Toast.
Boom Tetris for Toast.
How'd you guys get those cups?
You'll find them just outside. So they're at the snack hall. Did you want some water?
Yeah. What? Say that one more time.
It's out by the where you get the food.
Okay. Be right back. Blue Shell will be here. He might commentate, right?
We have a blue shell now on commentary.
There.
And this is the type of experiences you can only receive on Classic Tetris 4. A former Tetris World Champion, a true up-and-comer, a savant of our sport, and now his plushie performing commentary here. .332 for Snowy at 88 lines, certainly a good pace. I think trying to get some nice transition score here to get a formidable score on the board is certainly now front of Snowy's mind. We spoke about it earlier, about truly trying to be very aggressive and not set yourself as a score. Dismissed a mid-600s earlier in the day, but has yet to record a score, I think, that
Yeah, I think he did
he'll
better.
be happy with. Oh, it'll happen. It'll happen. He comes in clutch.
I wonder if we can adjust the leaderboard. It is like very slightly cut off.
Is the leaderboard supposed to be?
No, it's supposed to show the first seed up top.
Oh, I see.
Right now it goes up to 2. Here, we might hold this for a second.
Currently Svalbard. Thank you, Vandy. I assume you're referring to me and not the young gentleman who was just joining me here on stream.
There we go. And yeah, now we can see Svarvar Seed 1. I never thought I'd see the day. It is beautiful. It is glorious. Speaking of glorious, kind of a nice game from Snowy. Mid 400 transition with a couple of touches in 19. They're bound to happen. Players are good enough; they can just like wait for their attempts, or at least a couple, at least.
And these are always the formidable ones. There is now a line there, boom, Tetris for Snowy. But they're always the tough ones, like just 10 lines before transition. Do you try and build it up? Do you keep it safe? But Snowy has got the best of both worlds here. 449 transition. And yes, we have Svarva, 2 maxes, and actually a 954,000 kicker as well. So very close to 3 max outs for Svarva on the main stage.
Snowy building up, covers the well right as the bar occurs, but is able to open it up just in time for the next one. 480,000. But he'll need to bring this down and keep it low while doing so.
We've probably got about 35
Oh wow, look at that
minutes
clean
left.
up right there for Snowy. That was instant. The board was not easy to work with. Now he's going to have to stack up if he wants to start getting some Tetrises. Almost ready, 1 Mino shy, 1 singular block out of the 436 you need to be Tetris ready. But stacks it up so that even when he clears a double, he's still in perfect form to get the Tetris, and he does it, and now he gets to build it up at 500,000 right now due this dance all over again up until we reach 230 lines. Once again, has to fill it in with the bar. Once again, has to use a bar just before he's ready.
Finally rewarded.
Yeah. The game is giving him, like, I think a lot of bars in this, but they're also coming at all the wrong times.
Choose to take the,
But he's on
the safety triple there.
Right, and now that left side is weird, but the miss shifts. He's going to need something to get out of this quickly. Will it come? It's has
misses
so
the
far,
tuck.
but it's not going to happen.
Oh, the tuck was there.
All right, you spinning?
We all saw it.
Or-
CT4 stream saw it. And we do have a submission here from Snowy. Gets a 561,000
Yeah.
on the board. Down bottom left corner. We actually have Toast in quite a lovely transition score.
Ooh.
Still a bit more room to maybe even squeeze out a 500K.
500K with one more Tetris and then one more for extra credits.
500 and change, as the formidable Chris Tang would say. Tetris and change.
Okay. Just barely under, but like any single at this point. Or any couple of singles will take care of it easily. Actually, no, that's not true. Oh, and he stacks up for it. He waits, and it is rewarded. Sometimes you want to like wait for that Tetris. It seems like really aggressive, but the payoff is that you get 4 more rows of space to work with.
But it did come at the later cost.
Yeah. An unfortunate situation. Not going to improve his top score. But
That's
still,
okay.
the confidence of being able to get there. There is something like worth talking about there.
Yeah.
Our Barrow, nice Tetris up top. 54 lines, 239,000. This is a great pace. That is fantastic. That is incredible. It is our Barrow.
Skip as well.
Yeah.
Has actually recently tried. Recently tried rolling. Hit 100 lines on level 19. Rolling just only a few months ago.
Skip logic?
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Maxed out was first achieved in April, so certainly knows very recently what it's like to hit the heights of classic Tetris. And made the comment earlier today that actually rolling hurts one's back. And as we
Rolling
saw,
hurts one's back.
of course. as-
Maybe this explains why I look like a semicircle anytime I try and roll.
let this be a warning to all the new players coming through. We certainly saw that in the rebirth effort from
I've
Dog.
had some friends start using the shrimp emoji when like talking about like posture checks, and like
Truly, you have
I
moved.
hate how much it looks like me.
You have moved into your new era of software engineer, Fractal. I love it. The ergonomic chair does wonders, as Skip would tell you.
Indeed, indeed. He's up pretty high right now, but he can afford to go a bit more aggressive, especially because it's so early in the game. These attempts he has not invested that much in, and gets the Tetris, gets another one.
Back to back, third well from the left. Right.
Yeah. Excellent work, but now the
As an
board's so
Australian,
bumpy.
everything's upside down.
Board's so bumpy, and then it gave it square. Able to clear out of it. Interesting choice for the J piece, not getting out of it immediately.
Toast starting a new game.
Yeah.
Of course, Toast, silver bracket champion actually at the tournament he hosted in Minnesota. The Mini D on the screen. The regional Tetris tournament of the Twin Cities.
Yes.
And has a very formidable achievement actually in beating Tetris Time in a game by push down points at CTWC Kansas City. He did ultimately lose that match, of course, being a semi-final. Tetris Time will always find himself doing Tetris Time things.
Yeah, Tetris Time had a really good season. He's actually here right now. His hasn't put as much time into mastering Das. I think he has his other play styles, but he improves super fast. Always seems to find a way. All right.
Yep.
I think haters say it's bad stacking. Maybe just see something we don't.
It's a beauty for the sport. You know, it's not
He gets the results.
not always is it the most efficient way to play any given game or perform in any given sport. Sometimes there is a beauty in the chaos,
Of course.
and
of
no
course,
one,
of course.
no one represents that beauty better than Tetris Time.
Yeah. So we'll be seeing him. You know who else we're going to be seeing in this tournament? Alex Thatch.
Alex Thatch, Alex T, the 2025 Classic Tetris World Champion, achieving
Repeating from last year, like not dropping a single game all the way throughout, like who were literally the toughest opponents
Yes.
in the tournaments.
It's going to be incredible to see how he goes with the new playstyle. We have some very formidable opponents there.
Right.
And potentially even Arbaro, who has transitioned over to level 19.
Yeah. One of his best transitions of the session so far. Chooses to take the triple there, and his stacks have stayed clean throughout. So now this is really nice. He can slap that bar in there, and now he's ready. He waits. He continues to wait. He's going to bring it down. He gets the Tetris. 490,000 points. Just 10,000 points away from reaching a new 100K point barrier. Looks like he's going to take it low and slow. As I say that, he stacks up. He is Tetris ready. The left side is a little...
Boom! Tetris for Arbaro!
And he reaches 500,000. That's going to be certainly going to be a submission. But how far can he push this? How far can he go?
I love this balance. I love just keeping it low, keeping it safe. And when you feel it...
Oh, that was perfect.
And Arbaro is now feeling it. 533.
Right, but now his first real challenge of the 19 section of the run, and he's handling it with grace. Look at that.
Beautiful set of
This
solves.
is a clean board. Clean board. He has spaces for just about every piece in multiple magnitudes. All right. Yeah. Did you take notes on what kind of score he was hoping for?
Well, it currently has a personal best of 906,000. So
906,000.
really, a score like this into the 600,000s would be be
Don't
highly
think,
desirable. Here.
This isn't
Squeeze
really
into that
material to beat
600,000s?
that, but 600,000 for that kind of a PV. For that, what would I say that kind of 600,000 like relative to a 900,000 PV is pretty good.
It is a great game.
Yeah.
It's certainly a logarithmic relationship between one's scores and their personal best.
Yeah,
Subsequent
exactly.
games
You
that
gotta
lead
work.
up to it.
You got to work a lot harder in some ways, and then other times you just get all the pieces you want and you get it. Here it looks to be kind of a mix of both.
Great solve.
Nice. The middle is jagged. Let's see how he's going to deal with it. All right, I think line clears are generally the strategy that you want to be using, and there we go. Look at that. He is ready. This is looking to be 700,000 points. Could be 800,000 with very minimal burns. But that's so rare. Not something that I think you should be going for, even for the best DAS players. All right, now we needs a J piece. And he's overshifts there, and that's the end of the run, just like that.
And there you go. You saw how clean Arbaro was playing.
Yeah.
And all it takes is one piece to ruin your day. But
Yeah.
believe me, I wouldn't call this a ruined day. 667,000.
Huge
up on the board.
improvements. And if that 19 was anything to go by, I think it's the start of a number of more impressive games coming from the side of Arbaro.
That actually puts us at the top of this bracket, I believe. Top of the CT4.
Top of the CT. No, Skip has a 700.
Oh, Skip. Oh, he did too. Squeezing the 700s. My apologies.
Yeah. And then I think Snowy's 600 was larger, but
Not by
he did the
it might
thing.
have been, but we have to go with what's on the board.
yeah. But I mean,
Back to
what's
161.
what's in the past is what's in the past, and now the only thing left to do is beat it. To pass yourself.
And we know he will. We've seen Snowy achieve some
30
incredible
minutes
things.
left. I'd say anywhere from like 4. Yeah, from like 4 to 8 like reasonably long games remaining for each people. Skip Logic topping out on level 21. He's been able to make it just like a little bit far into the speed each time, but he does seem a little frustrated. And like when you're like kind of blocked on a specific area of the game for so long, I can definitely sympathize with that.
Because the long sessions, I imagine, do start to chip away at you. I remember when you were going first for your first ever crash. I think there were long sessions that can really chip away at one's spirit, you know?
Right, and we would go for hours and hours and hours when like Scooty and I were racing because there was like that extra pressure.
How would you compare that pressure to what Snowy might be feeling here now?
He's chilling. He gets 800K this game.
He gets 800K. So you heard it here first, folks.
He keeps looking at me. I hope I'm not being too distracting.
It's our job, Fractal. It's our job to support these players, encourage them,
Of course.
love them, care for them.
But honestly, at
Nurture
some
them.
point, like, how much support do they need? They're playing excellently. Even so, some consistency. All right, each player making it to level 19 several times already. Will make it several times more in this remaining amount of time. I hear Ryan Ambergy crashing out over Tetris time performing above average. He sounds almost disappointed.
And these are the dulcet tones, truly, of Classic Tetris World Championship events.
Of course.
Sponsored by, of course, the Portland Retro Gaming Expo.
Of course.
And the Red Bull Company, who is partnering with the Tetris Company and the
The
Classic
Red Bull
Tetris World
Company.
Championships
Yes.
to bring some fun, exciting events and a upcoming World Tetris Day.
Yes. Red Bull fixed Sharky's teeth. Do you know this story?
I don't, but my goodness, that is truly the highlight of our Red Bull Classic Tetris World Championship partnerships. Is that if he already wasn't handsome enough with a dulcet commentary voice?
Okay, they also technically broke it in some way, but what happened was they had a booth at PAX West. Funnily enough, it was right outside of the apartment where I was moving into. So I just walk up there and was like, wait, is that Sharky? I didn't know it was going to be there.
Really?
So he was there, and he was doing some networking as he should be with all the Red Bull folks, and they were going out to get dinner, and they decided to take our public scooters. All right, he had done it the previous nights, and though he was maybe a little tipsy, was able to use them just fine.
He was responsible. He was at a responsible level. He was
yes,
managing
of
his
course.
drinks while obviously being
Yeah.
on a scooter in a very
Right.
legal fashion.
But on this excursion, he happened to come across a train track, and he got the front wheel caught in
A
it.
formidable opponent.
And then he, I think, went flying.
And I imagine then there was an
Yeah,
ensuing set of repairs for the teeth.
and
Sponsored
yeah,
by
yeah,
Red
the
Bull.
kid's sponsored by Red Bull.
And this is why we love the Red Bull Company and
Yeah.
their appreciation
No,
they put on.
they helped us. They helped us out. They helped him out for that. I think that's cool. Bar with a really nice Tetris. You tend, after you watch these for a really long time, like I certainly have, you tend to feel like you've had every single one of these stacks before.
Mhm.
I'm looking at Arvaro and I'm thinking, oh yeah, I don't like this one that much. He's made it. Ooh, weird choice right there.
I wonder if he's going to go for the Tetris hit. Nope.
He could. That I think was a good setup for it. But
We've got Snowy up top as well. Just about to transition at a 510.
oh, this is fantastic.
Score.
This.
Getting a little bit droughted.
Yeah.
Nothing he can't handle. We'll take the triple.
Playing a little bit safer this time, and I think that is certainly warranted.
It's true. It's a great transition score. Been very efficient. 58% Tetris rate thus far. And so this is a great opportunity to throw a formidable score on the board.
It's looking a bit tricky though. This piece is very vertical. Placed them vertically. Had a vertical stack. Now he has managed to flatten it out, and it's staying a little bit low for now. We'll have to see. Maybe this continues. Maybe he chooses to go up right now. It's all about making sure he is as physically comfortable as possible, because that really is the key to success.
Gives a little nose scratch just to make sure he is as comfortable as he can be, and
Indeed,
truly
yeah.
lock in for the remainder of this session.
And it matters because it's a battle against yourself. All right, you treat yourself more nicely. You give yourself the opportunity to make it further in more games. And it looks like we are finally seeing the rewards of the efforts, but he was a bit nervous about that right side, the left side. I've been switching them up all day today, and it's going to stay low.
This should be good.
I wonder if he's just targeting his score from before, but as I say that, the center well is set up and then immediately declines.
Yeah, I think this is also potentially going for a bit of score confidence here. We've not really seen anybody go past level 26 or 27 on CT4 today.
Not for the most parts.
But it would be really good to see a game get to the level 29
They have
kill
been
stream.
knocking at the door, though. Yeah, there have been some really good. There have been some incredibly strong attempts.
And it would bring a level of confidence, I think, to Snowy's game, especially at this time, this time of the qualification. Throw some bars to the left.
Yeah. I am actually really liking the stacking. But
just
lost a bit of
misses.
dash, had his shifts, not able to charge it in time, and just like that, even when playing as safe as possible, this can just happen. That is life.
Very strong game. Snowy reluctantly opting to record that one.
Yeah. Hey, it's worth
God,
it.
I love that
Let's
confidence.
see
I love that confidence so much.
It was a 561 before, so yes, a very slight increase.
I think we have just shy of 25 minutes remaining in the session.
Let's take a look. Farber has 3.
Never in doubt.
Oh, no. I can't,
Two and
I
a bit.
can't.
He's actually increased his kicker to a 990.
Oh, that's what they were talking about earlier. No, the text was so small on my screen I couldn't
He's
see.
got a 950 to 990 kicker. Incredible.
Barrow immediate goes to 19, immediately tops out,
course.
gives himself the opportunity to try again. It wasn't the best transition. He's looking for a lot more. I'm sure of it.
And we know he's capable.
Skip up very high. Gets the Tetris last second. He's going to build up again. He does. And he gets it. Oh, that is peak YOLO stacking here. I'm all for it.
Skip Logic doing Skip Logic things.
Skip Logic things indeed. Looks like now he's going to choose not to really build up. Going to bring it down. All right, and again, his best score right now. Where was it? Yeah, 726. Or was that 728?
Yeah, getting the top 20 at this stage between all the competitors thus far. We have about 35, I want to say, concurrent competitors, and only one of them in a Batman mask.
Wait, what?
Which is actually lower than I would have thought.
Who? Wait, I still can't see.
There's somebody in a mask over there. Yeah.
Oh, the crown?
Yeah. No, mask.
Why?
Someone is playing Tetris in a mask. Which I
think I am blind.
Which
So
I'm.
let's focus on the games
Yeah.
that are right in front of us. All right. Currently, Toast in the lead.
Something pumpy. Yeah. Toast is on fire, pumpy
Toast
hard.
is on fire. He's getting a lot of transitions. Got a very nice score earlier, making it all the way.
Yep.
It was like 29,
Sadly not-
26.
Sadly not in a mask, however, this time round. I think Toast does have his Joker cosplay back at the hotel. Why so serious is a question that, had he been on the commentary booth, I'm sure he'd be asking Snowy Triss right about now. It was well and truly locked into this session to post the formidable score, especially here with the second highest PB of this lot. Abaro, our head judge of this
Toast
tournament,
tops
has
out and Navarro tops out as well. This is around the point where players might start trying to play a little bit more aggressive because they have their targets to beat. They know that maybe like a slower start isn't going to really cut it.
and at the 20-minute mark, 20 minutes for all players. How many games would you say that's enough to squeeze in?
I'd say like anywhere from like 3 to 6, depending on how long they are.
Mm-hmm.
Given I'd err more on the higher side, so like more attempts, which is good, just given that the games have generally been like a little bit shorter than like the literal maximum. So, yeah.
Has not been obviously a concern for these players, but
Orlando is doing well. I'm happy. We got a 920. Yeah. And Skip has transitioned sub 500, but he's surviving and he is staying clean. But yeah, it is. But dash control is this like constant skill check that you have to be consistently watching yourself over.
Abaro tops out there. All attention on Skip Logic in the top left-hand corner of your screen. Welcome if you're just joining us here on Classic Tetris 4.
This is an excellent game. Hello. good qualifier. Yeah.
You are joined here by Phoenix, bang average DAS-based Tetris player and the former world champion, Fractal 161.
Fractal 161. Where is he? Can I meet him? Yeah. All right, Skip Logic having to deal with some holes in the very bottom rows. He's forced to bring the stack all the way back down, but now he's brought it all the way back up. Continues to wait for a little bit, but now needs to bring it down more. And with that overhang, there are like 3 pieces that will work. Chooses to just go for the burn. Keep it safe, keep it low. All right, remove the difficulty of mechanics. And he's been lining out, he's been surviving, he's been making it pretty far this game, but is not like necessarily in a position to like get like a huge improvements over his next best score. Gets the J piece over there. That's going to be actually huge for him. I think that just saved his run.
And makes him Tetris ready.
But he's in the middle, 15-piece droughts. Don't think he even felt it.
Well held out for the Tetris though.
Yeah,
and then,
548. We'll need like 5 Tetrises from this point.
Well, 4 now. Gets up to
I'd say
579 with that Tetris.
to like get an improvements, but every Tetris counts. You're going for the highest scores imaginable, and that's why he's going to take himself safe. No use in like ruining all your current chances when you could have some in the future.
That hang.
And it's going to be really tough to hit 700,000 from this board and from this line count.
But he's done very well to handle it and clean it up.
This is incredibly fast,
Beautiful work.
I must say. And he's out.
Incredibly well dug there from Skip Logic.
And he's going to set up for... no. Just wanted to set up. But yeah, 3 Tetrises will get him to 700,000. 1 burn for the improvement, and there's that burn right there. So, with those overhangs, I don't think any improvement is possible, but he'll still probably want to finish it out. Just as a trial of skill. Let's say. Going for the left row Tetris.
Would it be a great achievement to see a level 29
And that was only a triple.
here on Classic Tetris 4? 2 lines to go.
Yeah. All right, and the left and the right are built up.
Hangs the long bar.
No, that was deliberate. He wanted the...
There it is. And squeezes a level 29 for a 636. An incredible game.
He wants more. He wants more. He wants more. He'll have the opportunity to do so. 16 minutes left. 2 to 3 real games.
But we should be thrilled. Classic Tetris 4.
Something Skip's been doing that I kind of like. It's pretty subtle. He is taking breaks in between his games. All right, he is giving himself like a
that,
good
that
10
subtle
seconds
moment to
like,
reset.
Yeah, I'm so for that. I'm also so for this pace from Snowy. 570, 59% Tetris rates, level 21, up ready with a pretty good stack, mind you. And sets up for the T piece.
Beautiful.
There's like 5 different ways to put that J piece, or J or the L piece. All like have like advantages and disadvantages for depending on what piece is next. He picked the correct one. It's hard. He's gonna get out of this. He's at 600,000. That is certainly being submitted. All right, just a couple more Tetrises, and he does improve on his gamble from earlier.
And gambling again.
All right, he said he could do better. We know he can. Will he prove it right here, right now? He could do it just with burns. But that is not within any fragment of his consciousness right now. Sets up for it immediately. That might have been a bit too risky, but he gets it, and that's a 652. I think that's the advantage.
And makes the long bar shift.
And he could get out of this. He could get more Tetrises.
I think he's going to. Let's see how it solves and how the pieces come his way. Truly incredible work.
He's clean.
He's got out of it. He's
clean.
clean.
More. This is a potential to take home the current CT4 title. But he needs this bar because that left side is unaccommodating.
And you should check out the commentary box. Truly locked in on this game, as we expect you to be as well.
All right, he's ready once again. 20-piece drought and counting. He is out of Tetris readiness, so if the bar comes, he can't take advantage of it, but the drought persists.
Did well to save it, though. Did well to remain alive.
And 32
and
pieces.
Boom! Tetris for
Got
Snowy.
Ready right at the last possible moment. 716,000. The current CT4 record is 728. Will he be able to surpass that? I think he can.
With just a few lines. Just a few lines now before he makes that pass. But it will not be good enough for our Snowy. We know there is a love to challenge themselves. We've seen that all day.
But
not submitting scores.
Right at the very end.
We know he's got it. Look at that. Bang. Well cleared.
All right, and we have a new champion.
Great vault.
of the CT4.
Boom, Tetris for Snowy.
This board's really jagged.
Unfortunate
I'm not
score
sure how
here.
many more he's going to get. But the Tetrises at this end are worth 36, or like basically 36,000 points.
We could be seeing an 800,000 here.
Needs to find a way to get one more, but does he have the material for it? 4 burns. He's going to go for it in the center.
He's got the materials.
But
We
does he
know
have
he's got the
stack?
materials,
But he doesn't
Fractal.
have the heights.
Here it comes.
One more burn.
Great survival.
2 more burns and he'll make it. I don't know if he can get to 2 more. Can he clutch out the 29? For the fans, he does.
Yes! So he hits 29.
79.
And a CT4.
He
CT4 record, 779, 403 for Snowy.
he narrowly defeats Barrett, and he moves into seed 15. I'd say that's a pretty good showing. Maybe that's what he's wanting for. He said he could do better. Is he satisfied with that? Well, that's for him to decide. But he barely took a second to compose himself. He's back at it. He wants more.
Now, I do certainly like the composure, as you said, that Skip's been showing between games. We actually see that more often than not out of Barrett, who will usually come to a qualifying session, play his first game, hit something of a high 900, and then leave. Truly take the longest break he possibly can.
Maybe this is the old man strategy.
Yep. No, us.
Maybe
We can't keep up.
as I become an old man. Maybe I need to start.
We can't keep up with the youth, Fractal. My goodness.
Youth.
I know.
Those
Shout out to all
were
the oldies in the
days.
chat. I can see a few of you there. Not pointing out anybody in particular, Pumpy. But no, it's truly a beautiful mix of generations here, especially at the Jonas Neubauer Cup.
Yeah.
Where the play style here, formidable. Primary play style is the delayed auto shift, the DAS play style. We do not hyper tap, rapidly press buttons.
Yeah.
Nor do we hold the controller in weird and wacky positions.
No. Anybody who does that deserves to be taken out to the back.
I was not expecting that level of aggression from you, Fractal, but I suppose over the years.
No, I have such an intense hatred for anybody who plays in an unconventional way. They're ruining our fun.
I know.
They're trying to innovate and
How
make
dare they.
improvements.
Exactly.
I don't like that.
Where is Cheese?
I don't like that.
He has so much to
I
answer
don't like
for.
that at all.
Infamous Cheesefish, of course, responsible for the first the cheese grip and then subsequently the rolling playstyle, which has seen the sport evolve beyond everyone's wildest imaginations. But this is what's such a beautiful experience and a beautiful thing about the Jonas Cup is that not only is it a celebration of the traditional playstyle, but also the original master of that playstyle, Jonas Neubauer, 7-time Tetris World Champion. And truly an inspiration to each and every one of us here.
Oh, Toast with an opportune SP decided to place it flat, create a hole so high up, but he can't get out of this? That's ridiculous. Toast is gonna get out of this. Toast is alive. And he gets a Tetris.
Just Toast doing Toast things.
A little bit over 10 minutes left. All right, Arbaro, what is this transition? 546,119 lines. 3 more Tetrises left, even with that burn. Could we be looking at a 600, the first of CT4?
Could very well be. Still remains clean.
He has been trying all hour for this game, and it looks like finally he's finally at the doorstep of it, but he will have to put up a good score on level 19. And he might get droughted.
There it is.
All right, that's
Just
not
shy.
quite a 600. Looks like he's going to have to burn into this. I would recommend that.
Got the Tetris, but where is the change? 594 transition. Tetris for Arbaro. 619 now.
One of the fastest we've seen all day. There we go. And
Seems
he's
so
gonna
calm and
burn
composed.
Burn. Continue to burn. Will he set up for this? Nah.
Yeah.
As he shouldn't.
No. Arbaro has made it very clear that as head judge, he doesn't want to see any mulling. Truly an anti-Mullen club. And this also includes Ben Mullen.
No,
banned
I
from
was
mulling
actually
this tournament.
thinking about this exact situation on the train right here. If his opponent tops out and he's at like a 600,000 in level 20, I'm telling him. I am starting a Mullen chance. And he will do it because he is a man of the people.
He's a man of the people, but he's also a man of discipline and ensuring our judges remain so. Big shout out to our judge, Huffaluffagus.
Yes. All right, you haven't been able to see him at all. Maybe you caught glimpses of him, but he's just been in the background, scurrying around, taking pictures. Whenever people get scores. Arbaro has been sitting right here. He has been getting points. And
Many
look
of
at
them. In
that.
fact,
Already
700,000 of them.
All right, by far the best pays. This is max out potential. I kind of want to go quiet for a little bit. Let him play this out because he could be looking to smash his PB.
Can we get some shushes in the chat, please?
So
Can we get some
I'm
shushes in the chat?
gonna step off the mic for a bit. Let's just see. All eyes on Arbaro.
All buys on Arbaro.
No!
Oh, hung the bar.
713,000 though. 713, 23.
Truly, seeing a flurry of 700,000s that are truly going to challenge the top end of the silver bracket and maybe even the bottom end of the gold bracket.
Yeah.
Which is incredible, and just goes to show how hard it is to achieve these scores. You know, I think over the last few years we've seen Classic Tetris pull off some incredible scores. Fractal here having the tournament record with a 2+ million score at some stage. We've seen Dogplay and Tetris achieve a 28 million, 29 million.
28. Actually,
Yep.
no, it could be 29.
And so here, it's just worth remembering that those are scores that have come only very recently and as a result of the rolling playstyle, which we will not see here at the Jonas Neubauer Cup. And as a result, to see these scores, 5, 6, and 700,000s, these were the scores, once upon a time, of the most formidable, the best in the world, and even still, that remains true today. So what you are witnessing here on Classic Tetris 4 truly is some of the best Tetris you will see anywhere in the world.
All right, Skip is on level 19 for what probably will be the second to last time, given how much is remaining on the timer. All right, and kind of a similar story to the last time he was at this level. All right, like, able to survive, but that pace is just so difficult.
Toast as well, trying to also keep an aggressive pace.
Oh no, and he covers the well, and the SPs can't get all the way over. I think that might have been deliberate for the lack of quick taps, but then again, they just goes to show if he had a quick tap, he might have been able to get out of this, but not going to happen there. Yeah, one more real attempt to level 19.
That's an unfortunate.
And this is the point where the pressure mounts. And this is also the point where, like, even the youngest players will start taking breaks because they know they can. And it's great for a mental reset. Just, like, close your eyes a little. Like, reduce the strain of, like, a bright screen.
Just get back into the
I
flow.
think it matters.
A zen state.
Yeah.
You know? For those wondering what Arbaro's PB is, it is 906,000. So to achieve that 710 is truly a formidable achievement by Arbaro here in qualification.
Yeah.
Got a toast is the goat shout out from Firesnake. He's our goat here on CT4. The coordinator, the producer. We are on his wonderful setup, broadcasting to you live here from Portland, Oregon at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo.
Yeah. So now is about the point where players are going to be the most aggressive when topping out. So they're going to really try and get some good pace on level 18.
I think actually they're going to have to because this is their last opportunity to get a decent game in. There's 5 minutes. There's 1 or 2 games.
I mean, they can
in it.
reset. If they're burning for the first 30 lines, then, like, you better resets. But, yeah, one more, I think they just called us out. I heard my name. It's good. Yeah, one more game to level 19, pretty much.
And Arbaro has to make that difficult decision. High up on the board, nice and clean now. But when you get high up on the board and your board isn't looking too good, what do you do at this stage? Do you reset? Go for one more long one? Or do you try and play it out, maximize that game?
And in some regards, high up is good just because you can, like, you're not burning, you're not being as inefficient. On the other hand, high up can be bad because it forces you in these extended situations where you can't get a Tetris even to get a bar. He resets. He's going aggressive. He wants more than, like, what, like 3 or 4 Tetrises by 40, 50 lines?
You've truly seen it all here on Classic Tetris 4.
And we still have not seen enough.
I know. There is truly too much Tetris, and yet we've been able to handle it all.
Right,
Fractal.
and we have just under 4 minutes for the last games to be started. Now, when the timer ends, players are allowed to continue playing the game that they've already started. They can finish that out for as long as they like. But as soon as they make a mistake, as soon as they top out, then it's done.
And it's why you will see a number of players probably choosing to scrap a game that may look reasonable. But if it's not up to their illustriously high standards, then they will opt to reset for that final game. Yeah, we got that. It was really good to see the formal commentary debut of Zero. Fantastic. While you, Fractal, were getting a
I don't
glass
think
of
it
water.
was quite a debut.
Oh, he was a Genesis as well, right?
He's been brought in every now and then for all of the things, but
I'm very glad.
he is has a rather unique style, I shall say.
He does. He's a formidable voice and an upcoming formidable force in the community.
Yeah, he has the kind of ruthlessness that like anybody with like many years in the world just like can't bring themselves to do. But
Reminds me of an early Fractal, you know, coming into the scene and just setting the bar for everybody. Very.
Oh, look! I'm being compared to a 9-year-old. Yeah, thank you, FANX.
A young sprightly Fractal once upon a time.
I was never 10 years old. When I was 10, I was 11.
That's truly the pressure the Tetris community puts on you. Just to be the best.
I've had to grow up in herring
I
times.
know. And Badal Buen in chat, PB Abaro, that is 906,000 personal best. I'm sure there's a bit of change in there as well, but 906,000 was the rounded score.
We got 2 minutes in, and so far, 2 games at the bottom look very, very good. And the 2 games at the top are early enough that they can make their decision and then choose to reset or play it out. This is CT4. Would you like to say a few words for the audience?
I'll be here at in 1 minute and 47 seconds because that's when calls end.
But they're going to have to play it all out.
True. Join a TV that's free.
You will join a TV that is free.
Truly the competitive nature of the new generation. A TV becomes free, and they're right back into it.
All right. We're Zero. We are coming up to the very loud. Maybe avoid doing that. It's just like a light, but they're like, I'm not entirely sure. Like I think there have been like these lights that you can see on like Toast and Arvaro all day long.
Yeah.
But
Oh, that's that?
yeah, just like try not to move it. Don't try because you might.
Coming up to the time where
keep
the
it there
players
for now. It might
have
reflect off the
60
anyways.
seconds remaining,
60
so they
seconds
will now
remaining.
need to make the decision. Do they continue their games? We have Abaro on a very good score, actually,
Oh, that's so hot.
373,000, 85% Tetris rate. I think he'll probably choose to continue this game.
Oh, Arvaro, do not choke it.
Again, reminiscent of a truly the words of an early Fractal. I can see it echoing.
He has received the blessing of Zero. This will be a 1.7 million
Well, that's not possible.
with 60 lines in kill screen.
It is with the right attitude, sir. Anything's possible here on Classic Tetris 4.
All right.
Arvaro is gonna choke this.
What?
No.
Reverse Zero, like trying out the hyper advanced reverse commentator curse strats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Because
if
you
I
said
say
that.
If I say that, he's gonna get a 1.5. Do you know why?
Why?
Because if I say he's gonna choke, then he is gonna. But if I don't say that, he's not gonna.
And this is just a brief reminder to all players here on Classic Tetris 4. This is your final game.
Do not restart.
Do not restart. Final game. Final
CT4.
game. CT4.
Oh, wait,
CT4.
here, Let's wait for the ends, I think. We're about to hit transitions.
Uh-oh.
We want to make sure our players.
In trouble.
Oh, he's fine.
Oh yeah. There's just gonna be a call right now.
Zero the Prophet. Oh my gosh, what is this pace from Arvaro?
Arvaro, you're losing.
He's not losing pace. He's doing so good.
I know. You gotta continue this for like,
Zero. Stop giving him bad advice.
you got this.
He's got this.
There you go.
We'll keep it
there
down.
you go.
We'll keep it down, Zro, because we have
Yeah. All right.
Only this game to go in this qualifying session. Albaro 566 approaching the transition.
You know, I've always wanted to try out golf commentary. Just like whisper,
I think it's an
whisper.
appropriate time to do it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Oh, and Snowy's going to top out 272. Was able to get a 700 on the board, so very strong showing for him.
And
He's going to wrap it up right now.
a rapid
And
a rapid
yeah.
exit, I will say, from Snowy. Unexpected.
our bar. Oh my God, man! Please, please. All right.
Has a beautiful stack.
Please just burn whenever you want to, man.
Oh my goodness!
I'm
A
begging you.
660,000 for
660.
Albaro.
He said it was his best transition ever before he got like 2 more Tetrises. So
And he is in the zone.
he can coast to such a score, but it's not easy. It's so hard. And he's gonna be taking burns. He needs to take burns. He can take burns. Take burns. Just needs to stay clean and needs to get himself up there. That's an uncomfortable left side. So
Skip in transition.
the bar
also.
goes. The bar occurs quickly. I'm not sure if that was the right play. He's kind of high, and he gets it.
Oh, great. Great loose, not throwing the J piece over there.
And the misdrop. So he's gonna play low. We're gonna be really quiet. We're gonna be really quiet. We're gonna whisper.
Don't need to go too aggressive because he has a great score right now.
He does have a great score right now.
He does have a great score right now, but it's getting so complicated. Can he hold on? It is not impossible with that S piece. He's gonna have a huge advantage, but now the T piece to get over. That's perfect. He has all the material, but he needs just a little more.
Little tuck. Yes, well
It's one
tucked.
tuck, 2-1 too early. Skip logic tops out, so it is our Barrow and Toast, and he's gonna.
Oh,
What a run!
two 700,000 scores for Albaro
A
in this session.
transition PB at that.
Truly an incredible feat.
What face? Is there a face?
Again,
All
only
right. Toast still got a ways to go, so we're gonna stick with him for a while. He'll be at the bottom left. I'd
and
say about 4 minutes left in his game if he brings it all the way, but he's gonna have to get out of this situation first.
and here the focus comes in. Toast locked in, keeping it high.
I
That
don't like that left side, and I don't like that middle either.
is there a way? Is this recoverable?
But I like what he's done to resolve that.
Oh, what a throw over to the left-hand side.
Yeah. And he wouldn't have been able to get there if he wasn't moving his body as much, is the thing.
Of course, as Sharky has demonstrated, that the more force one throws into a
And he's alive,
In the
and this
movements.
is a pretty good game. All right, 6:44
Well
is
survived.
his current PB.
an
this
excellent
qualifier.
survive.
So he's going to be going for that right now. And we're off to the races. This is level 19 for the last time of his qualifier. He chooses to bring it all the way down to the bottom. Now, 2 LJ dependencies is what he could have been, but he was a bit smarter than that and chose to stack on the right side, so he'll be burning a little more. But if he just wants to be disqualifier, then
He
there's
is a
plenty of
smart
room for that.
cookie, our Toast. Now going for a center well setup. Oh, and he'll get it. 557 for Toast.
With the troll L piece. All right, no Tetris possible at the moment. Oh, it was a Batman mask. I see what you're talking about. But yeah, he is still surviving. He is staying low. He is making flat placements.
Oh,
And
this
he
is
bringing
delightfully intense for a
his
final
stack
game.
down.
Because it's one of those moments like you know you
is he
can't
going center row
reset.
again?
You know you can't reset. This is it.
It is all on the line. The target is 644,000. Singles will do it, but he's going to want more than that.
This is truly throwing it all on the line.
The design. A weird L piece to the right, but the top is flat, and he's able to get rid of those holes with the singular burn. But he's still staying so low. He's not been able to get a Tetris, and he really wants one. I'm sure everyone else has a 700,000, and he has the potential to match them. However,
gets
got
it,
incredibly consistent showing, and he's now Tetris ready, and he immediately gets the bar. 627, just one more will get him the qualifier personal back record. And look at how safe he is playing, and it is
Oh.
wonderful.
God, that line piece was So nicely timed. It's
Yeah.
filling the dependency immediately. Now it gets it down.
So nervous. When I see people like stacking up super high. And oh, that's 644, and he's about to do. He's gone ahead and done it. That is his new best. This is his new best game at the very end, right when it matters the most.
What a time to get your final game. Your best game, I should say.
Yeah.
Right at the last.
Yeah. So for the last 30 lines, I like to aim for like 100K as like the safe thing, and like 200K is like the it's nice to have.
If the piece is fully away, or if just try and push it out.
Looks like he's gonna go low. All 100,000 points can be made on level 28 if he gets 3 Tetrises in a row. So he just needs to put himself into a good situation for that, and then executes.
And we're not here to do the commentators' curse just yet on the potential score that would even things up here.
With 1 burn, there are 4 Tetrises available. With 2 burns, there are now just 3. But he'll have 3 burns of leeway to work with. That's 2 of them, and he's gonna maybe just line it out all the way to the end. Is he just hoping to get that 700K? What is he? Wonder what he's going for.
700K would be fantastic. That would see all 4 participants of Classic Tetris 4 hit that 700K barrier.
And he's so close, but he can't do it without any signals. Maybe he just wants the kill screen. All right, that's a very valid goal, but he's setting up right now.
Has to be. Do it for the people, Toast. Do it for the people.
Let's go.
Boom! Tetris for Toast!
725.
Woo! CT4! 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 CT4!
CT4.
Woo! Incredible from Toast. What a game
Such a
to end out the first qualifying session of Classic Tetris 4. Oh, man.
Such a consistently strong showing from all 4 players, all getting 700,000s. I think well within their expectations of what was possible.
Yep. They pushed themselves and each other right to the very end. And what a way to actually transition
You could probably
to hand over the microphone to the formidable Toast here in the commentary box of Classic Tetris 4 by a 725,500 game.
Go ahead. Yeah. So, all
Shout out
right,
to
we
Adam
have
Irish
that,
in
but
the
don't
chat.
go anywhere because in just a few minutes we will be starting with the second wave of qualifiers from 5 p.m. to 6:30 Pacific time. That is in 12 minutes. So stick around, put us in the background if you like. And I will unfortunately be leaving you at this moment. I have to go play myself. You have to play too, right?
I will be instead actually doing refereeing for Classic Tetris 2, but in the meantime, we will be leaving you with Toast here at the commentary box of Classic Tetris 4. Fractal, it's been a pleasure.
Pleasure's all mine.
Alrighty. And
Take care.
until next time, folks. Thank you so much again. A brief shout out again to the wonderful sponsors of this event, the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, hosting the Classic Tetris World Championship for well over a decade now. Truly, we would not be the community we are today without you. The Tetris Company for sponsoring all 16 Classic Tetris World Championships, and the biggest of congratulations to 40 years of Tetris. Follow all things Tetris on @Tetris_official on Instagram and other socials. To the Red Bull Company, who has partnered with the Tetris Company and the Classic Tetris World Championships to host a series of fun, wonderful, and wacky events. Our commentator Sharky has been flown all over the country to represent not just the Classic Tetris community, but the Tetris community alongside Red Bull.
Yeah, he's here.
fantastic.
He's here right now. He's been helping out. He's been helping out with Red Bull as we speak. Like really doing a lot for us.
Of course, it would not be a Classic Tetris World Championship stream without shouting out Steve DeLuca of Total Radness.
Of course, of course, of course.
Been a huge part of making the Classic Tetris World Championship events possible. Inventor of the Goofy Foot controller, which completely changed the way the game is played, and we love you. We love you, Stephen. Hyperkin, also supporting the Classic Tetris World Championship since the beginning. They've helped the Tetris communities around the world by sending them NES consoles and controllers, most formidably the Retro Kin. Hyperkin leads the way in retro and modern entertainment, and will continue to create wonderful and innovative items such as the Retro N console. So check them out at the hyperkin.com
website. Hyperkin, let's game. We also have Power Bears, who have also been supporting this community. Power Bears making the delicious gummies that you've often seen on the CT1 and CT2 streams, usually enjoyed by commentators everywhere.
That's fair.
So be sure to grab yours now. All 7 Tetramino shapes you will find, and a special bonus piece. You'll never know what it is, but we encourage you to go find out by grabbing a packet for yourself at the Power Bears website. And finally, Stand Up to Cancer, which is a wonderful organization that the Classic Tetris World Championship is excited to excited to announce that we are sharing a partnership with. Was here for us at in Pasadena for the Classic Tetris World Championships, where we gave away, in collaboration with Stand Up to Cancer, a console signed by the community, and we are excited to work with them again here. So put an exclamation mark SU2C in the chat. That's exclamation mark
Oh, I didn't check in.
SU2C.
I need to check in for
Oh, Fractal, go check in, please. You need to go qualify. SU2C to support Stand Up to Cancer, an incredible cause. We have our Maturino. So if you like to see if you like the incredible Tetris that you saw on display here, support the players and the community by donating to the Maturino prize pool. Currently up to $408, which is an incredible amount. So thank you so much to all that have donated so far. And you can donate now by also exclamation point Maturino on Twitch or on YouTube to contribute. I've been Phoenix, joined by the illustrious Fractal, who has since run away because it doesn't matter how many times you can win the World Championship, you too can also forget to register. So, or check himself in. You'll see Fractal up on the main stage at CT1, attempting to secure his spot in the gold bracket of this, the Jonas Neubauer Cup at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. Thank you so much again for tuning in here, and hope to see you all in the next one.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. We are just getting started with the second round of qualifiers here at the Jonas Cup. It is me, Toast, and right now it is nothing but Toast, as I do not have a co-commentator, but if someone comes and joins me, we're going to have a grand old time. What we've got up here on your upper left, we're going to go around clockwise. Beast and Shen in the upper left. Then we go over to Remy. In the lower right, you have Vince. And on the lower left, you have Zerobot. We're going to get to know these players throughout the next 90 minutes. And we're going to get to watch their games here. There we go. Now you see the qual scores on the very right of the screen. We had our first 30 competitors play. I was one of those. If you were here before, you saw me clutch out a 725K at the very end. I did not think it was going to happen. It was going to be, I mean, I was fine with just like a 640K that I had before, but, you know, it'd be like that sometimes. All right. Right now, everyone kind of started at the same time. We're looking at about a third of the way to transition coming on up here. I'll let you know how these players are pacing once we get to that point. Looks like Vince is on a 450K pace. Zero's on about a 500,000 pace. Remy's got a good one going. He's on a 570K pace. And Beast and Shen, he's still got a few lines to go there, but all these players so far off to some pretty solid starts. All right, and that's a 510K pace for Beast and Shen, as we're all now a third of the way to transition here and either at or approaching 50 lines cleared. Now, we'll shout this out. If any of you here happen to be watching on Twitch and you're at PRGE and you're here at the Tetris tournament and for whatever reason you have CT4 on, I've got an extra chair here. Feel free to come join me on comms. I will welcome the company. You get to sit with me for the next 90 minutes while you're on top of it. All right, and a top out from Beast and Shen, 177K. He's going to probably dive right back into it. About halfway to transition. Remy's on a 600K pace. Vince on about a 420K pace. Zerobot's at about a 500K transition pace. These players all putting up some solid numbers. And Remy leading the pack here. He's over 300,000 points, and he just got to 70 lines. Again, looking at well past 600,000 for a transition here. And if you look on the right, the top 48 competitors here are going to make gold bracket. We have a second silver bracket. The next 32 highest scores will make silver. And if you're not in the top 80, well, you get to have fun watching everybody else. Obviously, we can't say for certain what's going to happen, as they have to play the games, of course. But we're estimating that to make gold, you're probably going to need at least a 750,000. So if we were to throw it up there, that cutoff projected maybe around where Barrett is at that 768K, and everyone below that probably in silver. But we'll see how the remaining two waves of quals go before we jump to any sort of conclusions on that. All right, looking at the board here, Remy's going to meet the turn, 473,000. Really great score. Also gets the T-spin. Zerobot sitting at 362, make it 385K with the Toastress. Vince at 337K. He's got a long bar dependency and a 21-piece drought on top of it. And he's trying to work his way down there. All right, and a little bit of trouble on Vince's side. Can he get out of this? He'll need some survival. He'll need some good pieces. We'll see if he manages to get them. Nice flat burn there with the L piece. He is getting this down. Great survival by Vince. but he's not quite out of it yet. He's got that long bar dependency yet again, and he takes a dirty triple. This is looking a lot more manageable as we're about 15 lines from transition. Meanwhile, looking at Zrobot, he's got that little hang there, could delayed burn it, up hangs a T piece, but still gets the Tetris. We're only a couple of Tetrises away from level 19, so with DAS, you have to at least take into consideration your stack's got to be in good shape. So let's see what these players do with these remaining handfuls of lines. All right, and Vince is going to be our first transitioner. 365 hangs a Z piece or an S piece, and that's going to be it for Vince. He tops out at 365,000. Remy transitions at 538. He's got this long bar dependency, gets it down so he won't need the quick tap, gets the long bar over, and that board's looking a lot better. Zrobot tops out at 473,000. And all right there, and from the peanut galleries, Robot's dad Duke is taunting him that Robot didn't even get as high of a score as his dad did. So we've got a family feud over here happening in the lower left corner of the screen. All right, and looking at the top, Remy is still going. He's got 609,000 onto level 21, so we'll bring our focus up there as this is looking like a pretty solid score in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. All right, Remy is getting this board down. He's got that gap still in column number 6, gets a nice tuck, and with this clear, he's got it open. Now he's long bar dependent in column 9, might try and set up for a dirty, but he's not getting the pieces he wants. Tries to, I think that was a quick tap attempt on his side, but Remy's showing great survival here onto level 23. This is about a 930,000 kill screen pace if he can hold on to this. Gets a flat burn, gets a Tetris, brings it down. That's a column 9 Tetris for Remy, 662,000 on level 23. As far as our other games, Robot just getting started with his next one. Vince a little bit in. Beast and Shen coming up to the transition at 330,000. But our attention still hanging around on Remy's side of the board here, 675K, and he's on level 24. And he's waiting for a long bar. He's in a drought right now, 17 pieces and counting, and he decides he's going to go aggressive, gets that quick tap over. He's got that quick tap on lockdown, gets the Tetris, 713,000 from Remy. Great opening game from him onto level 25. Meanwhile, Beast and Shen, he's 15 lines from transition, 379K, a good second game from him. But once again, we're looking at Remy. Massive first game. Another Tetris. He's on level 26, 779,000. Let's see just how far he can take this. Needs a long bar, but he's also safely burning down onto level 27. And oh, hello, Aaron. Good to see you. Thanks for the shout out on the qual. But now you get to hear me yap for the next hour and 22 minutes in this qualifier session. As we're watching Remy on level 28, he can get possibly 2 more Tetrises, but with that burn, he's down to 1 more Tetris. Can he get it? He gets a Tetris into kill screen. That's an 879,000 for Remy. A great opening game for him. Hand is up. We need that score recorded. GG's from Remy. Meanwhile, Beast and Shen on level 20, 509,000 is his score. So putting together a solid second game after the early top out at first. Yeah, and if you're Remy, you've got to love that opening game. I mean, I'll have to look. I'm gonna look here. Can someone in the chat pull up? Can someone in the chat do a PB for Remy? If not, it's all right. But what I'm curious about is how much more room for improvement does he have? Because to open up with a bomb 790 or whatever the heck score that was wild. All right. And Beast and Shen getting a little high on level 22. He's trying to flat burn his way to salvation here. And he's getting the pieces he needs. He could actually do this. All right, needs a... that's not what he needs, but he gets the piece he needs. That well is open. Come on, long bar. Where is it? And, of course, it's not showing up. That was a 20-plus piece drought, and Beast and Shen tops out at 540,000. A good second game, just the pieces did not show up when he needed them the most. Okay, looking at the bottom left, here's the robot. He's got to develop that left side a little bit. He's starting to get the pieces he needs. Gets a Tetris, 388K. So this is a solid pace from him. Coming up on 100 lines cleared. Vince with a solid effort himself. He's over 400,000 at 110 lines. On track for a 500,000 plus transition. Meanwhile, Vince in a drought, 24 pieces, not what you want to see, getting close to transition. All right, and makes a gap with that O-piece, but he does get the Tetris. Vince has 2 more Tetrises that he could get. Does have a couple of burns in hand. We'll see what he does with these remaining handful of lines here. All right, I think he might be able to get 1 more Tetris out of this Vince could, but... he's in all likelihood going to end up burning his way into level 19, and I think that is what's going to happen here with the 443,000. Not the most ideal board, but he can downstack this. Looking at the remainders, the robot is coming up to the transition himself. 472,000, could get a 500K if things go well for him. Takes a safety burn, has a T-Tuck setup, gets the T-Tuck. He could get 3 more Tetrises before level 19. And that's with maximum efficiency. There's one of them. He's got 1 more setup, gets a second one, and he has 1 burn in hand, but can get 1 more Tetris, which would put him around a 547K transition if that happens. And there it is, transition 549 actually. 549K transition for Zerobot. On to level 19 we go. Vince on level 21 at 484,000, setting up pretty aggro. He wants that Tetris and he wants it badly. The well is open, but the long bar is not coming. And there it is, and he's not able to utilize it for a Tetris. And now long bar dependent in column number 3, gets the long bar. Vince is surviving. Vince is thriving, and Zerobot is thriving. 578K at level 20, gets a Tetris to go over 600K. Beast and Shen is 50 lines in, 261K. And he is setting up for a Tetris, so a good early start from him. I mean, this could very well be a 600,000 pace. Meanwhile, Remy with an unfortunate early top out, but he's right back into the thick of it. And Vince tops out at 506,000, a half max on his side of the screen. Right, we keep looking at this lower left-hand corner. The robot is on level 22, 649K. His pace right now is he's on max out pace actually. This is a 1.01 million pace for Zerobot. So if he's able to maintain this, and if RNG cooperates with him, we could be shaking some cowbells here in Portland. Meanwhile, Beast and Shen 354K at 76 lines. He's got a solid pace in his own right. This should very easily be a 500K pace as long as he's able to maintain this. And Zerobot gets the well open, now needs a long bar. Where is the long bar? There it is. Tetris for him, 751,000 for Zerobot. He is on level 24, 189 lines in. Gets a nice flat burn. That's actually a really good solve. I like that one. That's not something I would have thought of, so 200 IQ move on his part. And takes a safety triple. He's nearing 800,000 points here, and he's got 30 lines to kill screen. We go to the upper part of the board. Beast and Shen setting up for a center well Tetris in column 5, gets the long bar, gets the center well Tetris, 453K at 102 lines. And taking a look at Remy, who is already on the board with an 879,000. He's on another good pace. This is 187K at 38 lines. And I want to say I'd stick with him, but Zrobot is fast approaching the kill screen here with another Tetris at 872,000 points. Takes a burn. He's about to go into level 28 at 911. He could get 3 more Tetrises, but he cannot afford any burns. If he takes a burn, he loses a Tetris. There is one, 946. If he goes max Tetrises, we could get a max out. So let's cross our fingers, hope that happens. There is another Tetris. He gets another Tetris. He's got a max out. Get your cowbells ready, folks. But he look up, he's going to burn in, but that's still a very good score from Zrobot. He was so close to the max out, 982,000 for him, and that's going to put him in 9th place on the scoreboard. So right now, as it stands, Zrobot is in the top 10. Yep. And of course, the Tetris community, the embodiment of sportsmanship. You're getting some GGs from the other qualers for Zrobot for that nice effort. And Beast and Shen over in the upper left, he tops out at 494K. So it was looking good. He was on track for a 500K transition, but the piece is not in his favor. No comms? Right. Don't worry, folks. I am still here. Flying solo here. Looking at Beastenstein. Starting out with, he's got a dirty center well Tetris. So going with the Quate strats in this qual. That's his second center well Tetris that he has thrown up. We'll give a quick roundabout update of all of our scores. Beast and Shen early on, 9 lines in, 46,000. Remy is 25 lines in, 137,000. Zrobot at 92,000. He's still early on, 18 lines in. Vince just got the hey now on the screen. He's at 332,000. This is a good pace from Vince. I mean, I got to believe this is close to a 600K transition pace. So let's see if he can hold on to this. All right, now over 400,000 on Vince's side of the screen, making his way to that level 19 transition, 85 lines in. And Remy on a good pace too. This is about a 660K transition pace on his part, about a third of the way to level 19. Beast and Shen had a near 500K earlier. He's sitting at 124,000. Gets a Tetris, 37 lines in. Zrobot gets a dirty Tetris for a dirty board, and he's at about a 530K transition pace. He's also 1/3 of the way to that level 19 transition. Focus, shift. It's going to shift for a little bit to Zrobot. So let's see if he can get out of this dig situation. He's setting up for a dirty Tetris, going very aggressive, and he's going to get it. Gets the dirty Tetris, but now he's got some work to do cleaning up this board. Vince tops out at 439,000. And Zrobot gets a dirty triple. He's halfway up the board, and he hangs the long bar. Almost made it out. If he would have got that, I thought Zrobot would have been home free, but could not get the long bar over, and he tops out at 219,000. All right, And Beast and Shen up top. He's got a good game going. 500K transition pace. He's halfway to 19. And y'all probably can't hear it here on the microphone, but the whole time he's been playing, Zrobot has just been yap, yap, yapping the whole time. He is a ball of energy. He's yapping to himself. He's yapping to his dad, Duke, who's sitting right next to him. He's having a good old time here. But he's got a dirty Tetris setup. Will he get the long bar? He does get the long bar. That is a absolutely filthy center well Tetris from Zrobot, more than halfway up the board. And is he going to go for another one? Well, he's going to, but it's not going to be a dirty Tetris. Hangs the L piece, and that's going to be a top out. Played with fire, and unfortunately, he got burned and tops out at 47K. All right. Looking at the rest of the players here, looks like he's at 100 lines, 395K, so still on that 500,000 transition pace. Vince on the bottom, he's got a little bit of cleanup to do. It's not too bad, but probably would not like to see it get any worse. Gets a great burn with the O piece. How often can we say that an O piece is a great burn? It usually comes at the worst possible time. And if you'll excuse me, I'm going to take care of something really quick. I will be back in just a moment. All right, we are back, folks. Sorry for the inconvenience, but we have returned, and it looks like Beast and Shen's got a good game here. 511,000. He's on level 20. I mean, he's still going. He's got that board brought on down. Setting up for another Tetris. He's got the Tetris. He's got the long bar. There it is. 567K for Beast and Shen. He's looking pretty good there. He had a little bit of a slow start, but looking a little bit better now. Coming up on 600,000 points. Gets the well open. Now needs the long bar. See what he can do here. There it is. Tetris for Beast and Shen. 600,000. He's over 600K. And I'm just going to take a quick stop to look at Remy's board. This is the wildest O tower that I have seen in quite a while. And it's making a wreck of his stack. But Remy doing great work to get this open. Meanwhile, Beast and Shen is trying to salvage his stack, but he's going to top out at 604,000 points. Right. Well, we'll see what happens. Sent out the bat signal, see if anyone wants to join me on comms. If they do, you get more people. If not, you get me the rest of the way. Not that I plan on going anywhere, but it's nice to have a partner in crime. Anyway, we got some decent games coming up here. Remy's on a 358K, 79 lines. Zorobot is at 86 lines, 315,000. And Zorobot's going to get a dirty Tetris. That was at least a third of the way up the board. About 3 rows up was that one. Vince is certainly dealing with the drought. This is 27 pieces and growing. Let's take a look. Let's see just how long it is, and we'll call that a commentator's bless. 30-piece drought gets a Tetris out of it. 295K at 70 lines for Vince. All right, and I hear cowbells. Somebody maxed out somewhere. I do not know where, but there was a max out in the building. With how some of these games are going, I might need to get a cowbell. I am currently cowbell-less, so I will accept a cowbell delivery over to CT4. All right. Actually,
but man, the game did not provide. Does not get the longer time to get that last Tetris. Only need one more. I was staring at Fractal. Also running Republic. Yeah, Fractal.
I'll let you take the inside chair.
I would like to get anything
Laptop
over.
open and get some stuff here.
Oh no.
Folks, you are relieved from me in some, at least in some capacity. I have recruited Grand Designs to join me on commentary.
Great to see everybody. You go know 2 words that I'm saying right now. Hell yeah.
There you go. Hell yes in the chat for Grand Designs. You have us for the next 1 hour and 3 minutes. There are 63 minutes left in this qualifier. We've already had a great score. Remy opened things up with a 879,000 in his very first game.
And looking at the qualifying we have so far, it's looking about seeing the board. There's 41 players on the board, and around the midpoint of that is 864,000. So I would say probably based on trends so far, somewhere between 800 and 850 is probably going to be the cutoff. So I think Remy should be safe to get in. It's just a question of what seed Remy's going to get.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the same thing. Based on last year you needed 750K to make gold. So I think we're all kind of thinking that 800,000 range is what you're going to need.
Yeah, the big thing though is 800 is always an interesting number when it comes to DAS because it's a threshold that you need experience in 19 to be able to get it, but also you need the consistency to not insta-top in the first 15 or 20 lines of 19 to be able to really go all the way to kill screen and be able to get it too. It's a real magic number because sometimes with like a 700, you can get like a 600 or 650K transition and just line it all the way out. No matter what your transition is, you're going to have to be able to play some 19 to get 800.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't even have an 800K to my name. My PB's a 793, and you need that 19 consistency because you just can't score enough on 18 to get a score that high.
I know a lot of my own games, I still to this day struggle with 19 consistency. My 18 consistency is pretty good though. But really, my biggest thing is I have a tendency to sell out too quick on 19 or just build too many dependencies. And when I don't do that, I play too safe. It takes a real strong balance to be able to consistently get scores like that. And not only that, to even get in the bracket, to actually thrive in the bracket once you get there. Because a lot of the players in the gold bracket, they're not going to beat themselves. You need to be able to really play the game at a level where you're going to make your opponent beat you as opposed to just sit back and wait for them to make a mistake. As players in gold, especially ones that have max outs on the board, they're not going to make mistakes.
No, not at all. And yeah, you can't depend when you get up to that level. You can't depend on your opponent topping out early or not being able to play on 19 because everyone can play on 19. Everyone can survive tough digs on 18. You have to A, have that consistency, and B, have that appropriate aggression to just stay alive at those high levels.
It takes a very strong player to be able to know the exact way to balance that too. Because most players that I've seen over the years, outside of the really elite ones that we have qualing on CT1 right now, for example, we got some of the real big guns going like Andy, Dog, Fractal, Scooty. Players like that, and like AV Geek who got the #1 seed in the first session, players like that know exactly how to balance that aggression on 19. and at the same time stack intelligently enough to where their boards are able to just handle pretty much anything it throws at them, where most players that aren't at that elite level, they get bad RNG, they're just screwed. It shows that it's not all about RNG. There really is an amazing skill curve on this game, which comes into stacking and just board health that it takes years and years to be able to master, because you can't even really use the excuse of like, oh, they're top rollers, they get to like cheat their way right through Brad stacks. No, these players are getting max outs almost 1 out of every 2 or 3 games with DAS. You can't use that excuse.
No, and not only that. I mean, there's kind of a double-edged sort of rolling. I mean, on one hand, you can get. On one hand, you do have the ability to get yourself out of bad situations, but at the same time, you also have the ability to stack in ways that DAS players probably couldn't even imagine. I mean, for a roller, something like a Vitz is just standard play. For a DAS player, setting up for a Vitz might be the craziest thing they've ever thought of.
No, and there's some DAS players that I've seen that actually play almost like tapper heights because they're so confident in their quick taps. I mean, me personally, I can occasionally hit 7 and rarely 8 high quick taps, but I never, ever intentionally set up for them with my stack. Some of the elite players, I've watched their games, and they actually stack like knowing that they're going to have to go 8 high because they're that confident in their ability. That's what really separates some of the good players from the great players with DAS.
Oh, absolutely. Now, looking up at the top here, Beast and Shen is on level 21, 580,000. He's at 159 lines. I'm just going to go around the table here. Remy's at 381K, 85 lines. Vince, he's at 92 lines, 307,000. And Zerobot, you might be able to hear him saying, no, as he hangs a long bar, but he does have that well open. So I'd say, if we want to focus anywhere, Beast and Shen's got a solid game going here.
Center well going here. Oh, this could be risky. The drought challenge him. 20 pieces is not coming.
Oh.
Gonna have to sell it out. Oh no, that burn. Unfortunately, that did not burn with that bar.
Yeah, that long bar came 1 piece too late, and he tops out at 588,000.
That was really rough for Shen. Shen had the well, had the pace, just unfortunately sold out for it, and it didn't come.
And that's kind of been Shen's MO. This whole qual is he's been going for those center wells and just and he's been getting them. He's been pounding down center well Tetrises like it's his day job, and it kind of came back to bite him in this one.
Now, sometimes, honestly, I know every single Tetris player that's looked at the code says otherwise. I know logic says otherwise, but sometimes I still, to this day, even after years and years of grinding this game, feel like there's a ghost in the machine and the game just knows what you need when you set up for center wells.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't care what anybody says. There's a conspiracy that every expert that says they've looked at the code and they know it can't happen, it's a long-lasting conspiracy. I always get droughted every time I go for a risky center well. Yeah. Literally every time.
I mean, three things in this life are certain: death, taxes, and a 30-piece drought when you're about to transition.
That too. Now, I remember once reading, it was a blog that Josh Tolles posted way back in the day, talking about like how to pace to get max outs. He wrote in the blog once, he said, any player knows the game will not give you a Tetris right before transition.
Josh speaks the truth.
Now, I think about that a lot, and like sometimes I'll get one, but never with a really healthy board.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you how many games I've screwed myself where I've just tried to go into transition with a Tetris. As of late, a lot of times I just try, when I get around 120 lines, I usually just try to go in with as clean a board as possible regardless of the pace.
And speaking of transition, Remy transitions, and he's currently at 580,000, so a good score on his part, and he gets a Tetris to go over 600,000. So
oh, nice quick tap for Remy right there.
Yeah, Remy has been nailing these quick taps basically since game number 1, and his high score is 879,000. He's looking to get into the top 20, but to do so, he's going to need at least 915K. But I'm sure his eyes are on a max out.
No, the important thing is 879 is almost surely going to get you in the bracket. But what Remy really wants is top 32 is actually top 16 to be able to get that first round bye.
Yes, that is right. Because in the gold bracket, we are playing a 48-person bracket, which means the bottom 32 teams, a.k.a. not top 16, they play in the opening round, round 0, play-in game, whatever you want to call it, and the top 16, they get a little breather.
Really, that first round bye, I mean, not only does it give you a breather, it also gets you a much more palatable opponent, too.
Yeah, I mean, whether you want to think it's an advantage or not, just the fact that A, you don't have to play right away, and B, you get to scout out your potential opponent.
I know.
That's if nothing else, it's a mental edge.
Yeah. Overall, top 16. My guess is you're probably going to need. I think you're going to need a max out to get top 16. If not, maybe like a 980 something. But a max out should be close to top 16.
Based on what we're seeing right now.
Let's see what Remy is. Remy is 806. Let's keep it. Oh, Remy's going for that center well, too.
Yeah, call him.
Oh, so there it is. Boom, it's coming down. Remy, 837, level 24. Let's watch this game.
Oh, yeah, he's at 186 lines. Bort's looking pretty good so far, but he's getting T-bursted.
Gotta get quit that to the left. Got it to the left. Good play. Oh, get that O over. Nice placement right there. Remy is not going to try and burn that down save. 842 has enough pace that Remy might have been able to go a little bit safe on that right side. I don't know if that's going to come back to bite Remy or not, though. Remy's doing a little bit more burning. I think Remy should be. Ray didn't go Lombard flat there. I might have gone Lombard flat over in 7, 8, 9, 10. But I think Remy's going to be okay.
Oh,
that's a good burn there. 851. Oh, nice quick tap again. There's another Tetris, Remy. 884. Remy needs 3 more Tetrises and a line out to be able to get the max. Set up for 1. There's 1 right there. Remy, 916. Remy's got 23 lines left, so 2 Tetrises and a line out will be enough to get Remy the max. 920. Remy's got to clean this up, though. This is not a very healthy board. The level 26 curse is striking like it strikes everybody in this game. Oh, this is rough RNG. Getting it burned down. Only needs 2 if this can get burned down. 927. Oh, nice right there. That is really good. Come on, Remy. Get this down. Remy might try and go center here. Remy's not going to go center. 933 still needs 2 more. This RNG is just not cooperating. Not cooperating at all here. But either way, 933. Remy is 100% locked into the bracket with that one.
But anyway, Remy tops out 933,000. But that is an increase in score for him, so that's going to bump him up a couple of spots, probably around 18, that 17-18 range, right on the edge of the first round bye. And just to dovetail off of what GD was saying earlier, based on what we're seeing already, you probably are going to need a max out to make the top 16. Our top 11 players already have a max out in hand, and that's not even taken into consideration. We have players like Meme and Cole and others that have to qualify tomorrow still.
And Meme is an extremely lethal DAS player as well, not to mention one of the most lethal rollers, too. And as I was mentioning before, you would be truly amazed at how many of the elite CTWC contending rollers are actually also elite DAS players. It's a testament to their overall skill in this game.
Absolutely, and that just goes back to where a common report maybe, oh, well, they can roll, they can get out of stuff. Well, guess what? So these good rollers, they're also good DAS players. So, it's not like rolling is what made them good. Their ability to play Tetris and stack and problem solve is what made them good.
And I'm not going to lie. Before the DAS scene really took off with the Jonas Cup last year and then CTWC DAS in Germany, I was under the impression, too, that, like, rolling just made them so much better. And, like, okay, let me see them play DAS. What are they going to do with DAS? Now let's go have some fun. No. They are amazing players in all styles. It's their stacking. Their stacking is the real key to be able to be good in this game, not RNG and not being able to see how fast you move the piece. It's all about stacking.
Absolutely. And for those of you that are in the online community, you're probably familiar with StackRabbit, Nestris.org, where you can go look at your games. Like I've had my games captured on Nestris.org, and then it says, hey, let's review some of your piece placements, and then it shows them like, how in the heck do you even see that?
No, it's no different than like chess grandmasters, for example, where you can have somebody that just studies and studies and studies and studies and studies, and their rating can't get above like 2,100 or something. It's because, like, it takes a true degree of natural talent to be able to have the mind to be able to not only see things that most people don't see, but to see them at the speed you need to see them whenever pieces are coming in 19, especially 29. Like, some people, their brains just aren't naturally wired to see advanced stacking combinations to where they can see 2 or 3 pieces ahead at breakneck speed. A lot of players just think about only the next piece coming. It can help you in a lot of ways, but sometimes, like, the stack just goes haywire if you get really bad RNG. Where players that really see ahead, they can handle that bad RNG because they just have such better board health from that vision. And that vision, honestly, is something that's a true natural-born talent for the top players of the game.
Oh yeah. Now looking at our boards here, we're gonna do a bottom half score update because the others are just getting started. The robot gets a center well Tetris. His board's a little bit awry. 429,000 on level 20. Vince is about to transition. 476K. He's at 121. We're gonna stop and check out Vince's scene here. He's got 2 more Tetrises he can get. There's one of them. He's over 500K. And let's stick around and see, can he get that last Tetris? If he gets the long bar, it's gonna happen. There it is. Here's his transition. 525,000. Now he's on a race to the kill screen.
Yeah, as we were saying before, Vince is probably looking to hope to get around a mid 800 to be sure to get in the bracket. 549 is a good start. So see how aggressive Vince wants to take this. Yeah. A lot of players have a tendency to just start out real fast and aggressive as soon as they transition, don't really give himself a chance to get into a groove. It looks like Vince is getting himself into a pretty good groove so far. 559, very healthy board.
Yeah, he's in a groove, but RNG is also in a groove. 25-piece drought on his side.
Oh, that placement could be troublesome for Vince. Got a quick tap. Oh, Vince is not going for the quick tap.
Oh, this is some.
This is good. This is gonna be some crazy digging if Vince can get out of this, but this is starting to get really iffy here. It's falling apart. 564.
Commentators curse. Oh yeah, hate to see
Hey, we're all
it.
guilty of it.
Oh yeah, but the robot's got a good game going here on the bottom left. 594,000. He's at 186 lines. And he's going to get a Tetris, so he's over 625,000. I'm not sure he can beat his other score because he was near a max out in his first one with a 982,000. So
I don't think 982 is going to be possible at 657 at 25.
No, I mean maybe if you've got like the money ball and you get double points for Tetrises, but I don't think they have that in this ROM hack.
I wish.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a missed shift right there from Zro. Zro's going to be done 658. But regardless, though, 982. Zro currently is the 15 seed. And so you're almost assuredly going to need a max out to get in the top 16 now. If you already have other players calling, we have more going tomorrow.
Yeah, and because I'm looking at who got into the mix here. 12 players have max out. So just to give you a rundown of our max outers, from bottom to top, Scooty's got 1. Fractal, Wallbant, Jacobo, Dogplaying Tetris, they all have 1, and they're all qualifying now. Scotto Bozo has 2 max outs, Robin with 2 also qualifying. We have Hana, DMJ, and Savar also with 2 max outs. They are done. They can't increase their score. Pixel Andy has 3 max outs and could get more, but right now in the lead, AV Geek with 4 max outs and a 998 kicker.
Actually, I have a new update to that. I believe that's 4 maxes for Pixel Andy. Or are they corrected it?
Perhaps.
I think they said it was number 4 for Pixel Andy. Regardless, Pixel Andy has a reputation for a long time of being one of the best DAS players in the world. And really, in the very beginning of Pixel Andy's career, in the pre-rolling era, back when it was tapping, Andy originally was a top DASer before getting into tapping. And actually, for a while, played 18 on DAS, even though playing 19 as a tapper. So Andy's had a lot of experience in DAS even before the DAS revolution really started here.
Oh. Yeah, absolutely, and it just shows you how versatile of a player he is. That he can basically change play styles on a whim. Basically, being an 18 dasser and then switching to rolling all the way beyond. I mean, you want a hallmark of a good Tetris player, someone that can play all play styles and be good at all of them.
In my opinion, Pixel Andy, I think, is number 1 in my book of players that are most deserving to win a major title that haven't yet won one.
Yeah. Kind of like the let's see, we'll sports analogize
like
here.
Peyton Manning before he won a Super Bowl at the Colts,
or like the Buffalo Bills of Tetris.
Yeah, honestly, like Andy's been close so many times, but you got to think of like Dale Earnhardt with NASCAR. How long it took him to win the Daytona 500? When he finally won it, he got the greatest ovation ever seen in the sport.
Yeah, or like Phil Mickelson in golf. For the longest time, he was the greatest golfer to never win a major.
Now, I really feel in the world of Tetris, Andy has the title of greatest player to not win a major. That could change this year if Andy keeps playing DAS like this. Andy is really overdue and is definitely one of the top contenders.
Yeah, and spoiler alert, Andy did win season 30 of CTL. He beat Blue Scooty, the back-to-back champion. So Andy as of recently, is their current CTM champion, or CTL champion, excuse me.
Yeah, that in itself is about as close as you can get to a major without it being one. The only thing holding that back is they have it 5 times a year.
Yeah.
In my opinion, the majors really are CTWC, the Jonas Cup, probably CTM Mega Masters, the new CTM Mega Dasters they're doing, and then probably, I would say the CTW Battle Royal Tournament, because almost all the top players play that, and it's once a year.
Oh, yeah.
But I would say right under that would be CTL. But the only thing is they do it for like 5 to 6 times a year.
It's not a once a year. It's not an annual thing. It's something. It is, like you said, something where they've got several seasons a year.
Yeah,
So-
but I would say winning that definitely puts you at the level of a player that's capable of winning those.
Yep. All right, and CT3 is in Max Out City, and I call it a gut feeling. I gotta believe we're gonna get a Max Out here at some point because we got a couple of very close players, which tells me I should probably go and get a cowbell so that we can be here on the Quattro, getting a Max Out.
I'm going to call it right now. I think Remy's getting one. I think Rocket Remy's going to get one.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go on the hunt for a cowbell, and I shall return shortly.
Hey, I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
Yep, more cowbell.
Yeah, RXS in the chat saying CTM's more of a major than CTL. It's hard to really say. I think CTM Masters and CTL Division 1 are about equal because both of them occur relatively frequently. Majors to me are just are once a year that like every big player plays. Yeah. Right now, Shen's got 438 with 122 lines. So worth keeping an eye on Shen here, see if Shen can get a big game.
All right, well.
It's another Tetris from Shen. Shen now 462. One more Tetris still available before we go to transition for Shen.
Yeah, and that would put him in the 480s of a solid, very respectable transition score from him, and 486. Oh, and a great tuck into transition.
Ozro had a one-liner right there. Wasn't Club Zero.
Nope.
It was not Club Zero.
I still have not been allowed into Club Zero yet.
I unfortunately have, and I'm not afraid to admit it.
Try as I might, I cannot get in. I think the closest I've come is 1,500.
I've had many 760s as well. Okay, Shen now 500 at level 20. Not really a clean board, but this is diggable for Shen. Shen's got it mostly clean back down. As long as the board's back down to the bottom, just get those bearings recovered. Points are going to start going up much higher now whenever you get to later speeds here. So Shen should be okay to at least try to go for somewhere around an 8 or a 900.
Yeah. And Shen actually has a center well Tetris set up, and he's going to get it. Puts that Z piece over, and he gets the center well Tetris. 534,000, approaching level 22. If he stays alive for 10 more lines, I'll tell you what his kill screen pace is when he gets there.
Okay, Shen's still doing a couple quick taps. 539, still not fully clean right here. Oh, actually, Vince has a pretty good pace going. If Vince can get out of this dig, 392 at 90 lines. It's roughly like mid 500K transition pace. Vince has got to dig his back. It looks like, Vince had a little bit of a shift right there.
Yeah, now going back up to Beast and Shen, he did reach my checkpoint, so he's on about a 810,000 pace if he can maintain his Tetris scoring ability. But
a little bit of a shift there, but I think it's just enough to be okay. Yeah. Needs a bar to come soon. O had to seal. Pretty much had no choice but to seal that with the O.
But yeah, 555K for Beast and Shen.
This is getting high right now for Shen. Shen needs something to get that down. And again, the bar came too late. Shen is not taking the safety here. Shen could have taken that trip. Yeah, Shen finally takes the safety. Now having, this could be really bad. These pieces are, what are these pieces for Shen? Come on, RNG. Yeah, Shen going to finish 593.
Yep, totally RNG's fault. Looking at the top things that result in you having a bad Tetris game: RNG, piece placements, droughts, commentators, the temperature of the room.
I might say commentators are number one.
They might be. No particular order. Pick your favorite. You've got the temperature in the room, the airflow, the jet stream. how much salt is in the water, economic conditions in Bolivia, and then eventually maybe it might be the player at some point.
And maybe how much caca Kingsman's thrown in.
Yeah. All right. Now Vince on to level 19. Vince playing it safe first, probably just trying to get himself acclimated to the speed change because, again, level 19 is 50% faster than what you see on level 18. So this is not an insignificant change of speed, especially when you're playing with DAS. So he's starting to get a feel for it, get his sea legs under him, gets a Tetris. Vince now at 532,000 points. Don't worry, I saw that.
Oh, that drop right there.
I don't know if that was planned, but he's going to have to recover from it either way.
These missed shifts are starting to hit here for Vince. Yeah, that's going to be it for Vince, 534. I have major PTSD with 21 top outs all the time in my practice seeing those kind of missed shifts. Believe me, I feel Vince is paying a lot seeing those.
I mean, if I had $1 for every time I topped out on 21 with a good score, I might not have to work again.
I think I might have you beat on that one. Just might.
Yeah, you know, might have to start a hedge fund or something. But no, early days in all of these games here. We're still in the still not even halfway to transition on any screen, as all players have just recently started. So just to kind of recap here again, top 48 will make gold. The next 32 will make silver. Based on what we're seeing and what we project, to make silver, I would say you don't need a very high score. 250K might get you into silver this year.
Now, that is the good thing is virtually everybody's going to get a chance to play.
Yeah.
And that's the way it should be, honestly. All the players coming out to support Classic Tetris.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, 5 maxes for Andy right now with 38 minutes to go with DAS.
Yeah.
Yes, you heard that correctly, everybody.
I mean,
in less than an hour, Pixel Andy has 5 DAS maxes. There are no excuses for DAS players to not be good at this game after seeing what Andy does.
I mean, Andy.
Oh, did you hear his robot right there? Is Andy cheating? Is Andy rolling? I think Andy is rolling the natty 20s on dice.
No kidding. I mean, not only that this is like Sharky tier levels of DAS play. Because didn't Sharky have like 6 max outs last year at the Jonas Cup?
I think he did. And Sharky's playing tomorrow on CT1, actually.
Yeah.
He's going to be another one of the top seed contenders.
Oh, absolutely.
So look at our scores here. We got 360 for Zro at only 80 lines. Slight dig, but I think Zro should be able to get out of this. Taking a couple really good burns.
All right.
Okay, slight damage to the pace, but nothing really too bad. Okay, so standard well is set back up for Zro.
All right. And while these players are building, let's hit up a couple of our sponsors here. Let's first give a big shout out to the Tetris Company for sponsoring all 16 CTWCs. Congrats on 40 years of Tetris. Don't forget to follow at Tetris_official on Instagram to keep up on all things Tetris.
You know it.
And you know, we'll sneak one more in. Again, these players are all still early on in their games. Make sure you turn into the classic Tetris streams at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time tonight. So basically, once these quals are done, to see the new game from Erika, Tetris Grandmaster 4 Absolute Eye, starring Corion and Greeteen, etc.
That's going to be amazing. Corion, it's nice to see him around playing some more Tetris again. He disappeared for quite a while whenever the Rolling Revolution came in. But seeing him around again is always a treat, especially with how dominant Corion was when he first came into the scene in the pre-Rolling era.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Corion, when he came in, he was the hyper tapper. It was basically Corion and nobody else until Joseph Saley came along.
Yeah, and also, by the way, if any of you didn't know, when Joseph returned for Tap Masters in CTM, it was like he never left. I honestly thought there would have been some degree of rust for how little he played, but he came in and just really played like he did in 2021. We only hope it's not the last we've seen of him.
Yeah, and players still looking good here again. We got all 4 players starting, and so I will also shout out the Matcherino. Make sure you hit up the Matcherino. That is the prize pool for this tournament. Still early on, we're at $409. We'd like to see that grow so that we can give these players that make it to the top something nice to go home with.
and they deserve every cent. All the players that are traveling here from literally all around the world just for the sake of this community. The competition is just one part of this. The most important thing is the community of players. We have 84 players that are signed up for this tournament. And to see 84 players come in and just socialize the way that they do and just have such positivity, it is truly, and I'm not saying this just to say it, the best gaming community in the world for retro gaming and maybe all gaming, period.
Absolutely, and I'm getting a stat pack here from RXS in the chat, letting us know that apparently, if I read this right, Corion got a 1.3 mil with roll, just completely skipped the 1.2, and just want to make sure I read you right, RXS. That was Corion that got the 1.3. Impressive.
Hey, we could be seeing another big comeback from a player from yesteryear, especially if they're coming back with rolling.
Yeah, I mean that might be Corion's ticket back into the gold bracket. Oh, I am incorrect here. That was Joseph that got the 1.3 with rolling, not Corion.
Now, regardless, though, I mean, Joseph, with his legacy is secure for winning back-to-back CTWC titles in 2018 and 2019 and being close multiple times in 2020 and 2021. But to come back the way he has when he really doesn't have anything to prove, it has to be just for the sheer love of this game. Like, this game just never gets old for anybody. And more often than not, I very rarely in my life with this game ever see somebody truly and utterly retire. They might say they're retiring and take a break, but this game is just this game just has a hold on you. It's just so fun.
Yeah, it just keeps people coming back. I mean, you go to CTWC, all of a sudden you see people that you haven't seen around for years, and then you find out, oh, this person's back into the game.
It's truly amazing to see. It really is. So we have 33 minutes left in this qual session, almost an hour in so far. Looking at the players we have over on the board, we have 13 players with at least one max so far, and there are several of them right now. Zro with a 982, definitely a threat to try and get one. Remy with the 933, also a threat to get one as well. And then we have Chance and Batfoy both with 800Ks. Either of those two players very capable of maxing, so we could easily see a couple more players join the max out club to be able to potentially get into that top 16.
Oh yeah, nope, and lots of time for these players left. I mean, as long as they start their game before the clock shows zeros, they can make something happen. Case in point, my qual score, my very last game.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Hey, you get 90 minutes for a reason,
Yep.
which honestly, the more time goes on with this, the more that I feel it's better than 2 hours. Because a lot of times when we do 2 hours, by the time you get to the end of it, you're not really seeing everybody's best game.
No.
But 90 minutes I feel is perfect. Oh, we got another max on the board up on the front stage. I think Scotto got a second maxer. I know Fractal has two, and Scotto got a second max, I think.
Oh, wow. Yep, and RXS asking the real questions. I was thinking the same thing, RXS. I know exactly what you're talking about, but I don't make the rules here. I just get told these people go here, these people go there, and this is how it be.
You know it. Okay, everybody pretty early starting here except Vince. 91 lines, 348. Okay, Vince has that hole, however, over on column 1, row 4. So the next bar is only going to be a triple. However, it is going to set up a potentially dirty Tetris here for Vince. 357 at 98 lines. So potentially looking at a low 500K pace for Vince.
Yeah. Yep. And just before Vince gets to transition here, I want to give a big thank you to Steve DeLuca from Total Radness. He's not only sponsoring, but has been a huge part of making the regional events incredible. For those of you who don't know, Steve DeLuca, he invented the Goofy Foot controller, which changed the way the game is played. So I'm sure you're familiar with the Goofy Foot controller.
Yup. I had to throw that in.
Oh yeah, well done.
Tell me, you weren't ready for that one.
I wasn't, but I am very familiar with it.
I've seen it be. I've never actually tried to use a Goofy Foot controller, but I have seen it. I've seen the Tetris Gym setups for it to where it actually configures it to use the reverse buttons. It's very fascinating, to be honest. It's real similar to the padless stuff that Opox has really been trying to push lately, too. There's so much revolution going on in the game. Even today in 2025, there's always new things coming up and new ways to grow the game.
Yeah, and speaking of that Goofy Foot players using it, I believe Robin, who's currently on main stage right now on CT2, not that we're telling you to go to CT2, please watch all the streams, but Robin is playing with Goofy Foot.
Yeah, I can tell you one thing. Robin's playing like Batman right now.
Oh, no kidding, no kidding.
Yeah, 3 maxes already for Robin. That's probably going to be a top 8 seed regardless.
Oh, absolutely. All right.
Yeah, we got Stack Attack saying, funny how Mullen's pulling for Shredder Controller Tetris tournament.
Oh, man. Well, just Ben Mullen doing Ben Mullen things. I want to say he's going to be on commentary at some point, but could be wrong.
All right. We just had an announcement. With this a 30-minute warning. 30 minutes left for all of our players here on CT4 to be able to finish our qual. 30-minute warning.
And Stack letting us know Mullen's on commentary right now. Over here, we're off on the side stage on CT4. I can see the screens for the main stage, but I can't see or fully hear who's on commentary over there. So I will take your word on it.
Another thing that I have to mention as far as having these 4 stations, all of these stations are set up with Nestris champs to have 4 players seen. So we have 16 players that can be on main streams at any given time. Because Nestris champs, the way that it's configured, the way it tracks stats, the way that all the scenes are uniform, the consistency that it has, the way that it really professionalizes everything in the event, it is such a huge jump from what we used to have, where we just had a lot of, on CT3 and CT4, just janky like restreams where we just slap them together. Everything being so uniform really adds such a good professional feel to this event. It's really come such a long way.
Absolutely. Now, just giving a quick run through of the scores here. We'll go around the table. 495K, make it 518K for Beast and Shen, gets the Toastress. 474K for Remy, coming up to 100 lines. Vince, as you saw, he had just topped out, and Zerobot early on, 33 lines in, sitting at 72,000 points.
Yeah, by the way, this pace for Remy, 519 at 107. This is a mid 600K pace for Remy. I'm telling you, I think Remy is going to get a max. I'm calling it right now. This could be the game.
Well, we'll see what happens here. I mean, his board's looking good. Gets a Tetris, so now he's.
Hey, we got his dad cheering him on right here. I'm loving it. The one and only Martz, one of my all-time favorite players in the entire Tetris community, a true legend right here, if I've ever seen one.
Martz was, I think, actually the first match I ever played online was against Martz.
That's really cool. My first ever match was against Trap Zone in 2020. December 2020 in CTL Division 5 against Trap Zone.
Yeah, nope, it was after CTWC this year. I went, and then someone said, hey, you should do TNP. Based on my score, so I got on there, and I couldn't get into a division right away, and Martz was like, hey, you're new, you want to do friendly? I'm like, okay.
Yeah, look at this here from Remy. Remy 633 and still has one more Tetris to go.
Yep.
One thing Remy needs to be careful about, Remy has an extremely high degree of aggression right now. Remy needs to not try and go ultra aggressive as soon as they go into 19. So many players with huge paces do that. Going in 658, monster transition. Remy is going to continue to try to stay aggressive though here.
Oh yeah.
Not taking the safety either. Remy's got to be real careful not to get too setting up a T. T's came a little bit late right now. All right, drought counter came up at Remy 667. Remember, Remy only needs to get a max, only max this count here, so Remy can afford to be a little bit safe through the next couple levels to try and get a good stack. Yep. Remy is set up, gets another burn, gets another Tetris. Remy now 695, still level 20.
Yep, and also, not to be outdone, Beast and Shen Trans, he's on level 22 at 658K. We're going to stick with him because I'm going to let you know his kill
Oh,
streak.
mischief from Remy. No. Oh, there it is. Wow, was that close. That was so close. Remy almost got into serious trouble right there. 723, still very much on pace to be able to get this.
And right now, Beast and Shen is almost on max out pace. He's projected to get a 996,000 into the kill screen right now. So we've got 2 games up top that are looking really hot here as we get into 22 and beyond.
Okay, Remy still not taking any safeties right now. Now ends up taking that safety triple. Still very, very good pace, 7:39. Slight dig situation, though, for, nice bar to be able to save that dependency. Yeah. Come on, get that down. There we go. Remy's okay. 7:45 at 23, still very much in range here.
Oh, yeah, and actually, I can tell you that Remy is currently on a 1.1 million pace, so he is beyond max out pace right now.
That's the important thing, is to just know you don't have to get a 1.1 here.
Nope. All you need is 9s across the board. Although with Nestor's champs, it does go into the million. So as long as he sees an A on the screen, he's
okay.
good.
Remy is clean. Remy's clean back up. 761. There we go. Nice lumbar flat. Set this up.
All right. Meanwhile, Beast and Shen, Tetris is into level 26 at 735. So A.
Oh, this RNG's bad for real. Wow, Remy just barely got that, but that RNG was starting to look a little bit problematic for Remy. Get that. Oh, nice O right there, setting this up. There's another bar. Boom, there's a Tetris. Remy, 828, still level 25. Come on, Rocket, let's get this.
Yep, and he's in great position. Once again, we know his pace. We know he is still building well, and we know what he can do. So it's looking really good. And I'm not going to say anything. I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little stitious. The cowbells are ready.
Okay, gets a good triple right there. Not able to get this here. 842. There's another bar. Come on. 874. 3 Tetrises with a line out to 29 should do it.
Yep. Meanwhile, Beast and Shen is topped up with a 700.
There's one. 910. Remy's got 17 lines. 2 Tetrises and a line out should be enough.
Yep. And he has plenty of runway to do it.
Come on. There's a good burn. There's a good setup. There's one. It's 944 and 12 lines left. Okay, Remy. Come on, Rocket Remy. Come on, Rocket Remy. Uh-oh. Yep. That is not good pieces right there for Remy.
Okay, but this is still doable. He can get 2 more Tetrises.
Oh, no! Gets a quick tap. Gets a quick tap. 226.
Can he at least salvage a kill screen out of this, or maybe a dirty Tetris? He doesn't have much time left. He is
actually, Remy might be able to set up Mega 30 right here. Get that burn right there. Get the burn to the side. No. But still, 957 improves that kicker.
And
still improving that kicker, though.
Gets a drought at the worst possible time.
That was a heck of a pace for Remy, but that new kicker score on that board.
A 20-piece drought on level 28.
I was going to use a hell yeah if you got it.
Yep.
I was.
Yep. But yeah, just a terrible drought when you knew he was pacing well. You knew that max out was coming, but RNG said, I'm about to ruin this man's whole career.
RNG sometimes can just... I can't really think of a word that's safe to say on this stream as what RNG can do sometimes.
Oh, yeah. It can be a fickle temptress, that's for sure.
Oh, yes. Serve it a pickle, maybe.
All right.
Okay, 22 minutes still left. Okay, I believe that's going to move Remy up, I think, 2 spots. Once that goes in, it should move Remy up 2 seeds.
All right, with all this excitement, don't forget to celebrate your love for Tetris with Tetris Gummies. Get ready to dive into the world of gaming with all of these incredible treats. We're talking about all 7 Tetramino shapes and a special bonus piece, a gamer's paradise in gummy form. Don't let this gaming and snacking sensation slip through your fingers. Grab yours now.
Okay, everybody's pretty early right now. Still got plenty of time. So while the players are early, let's look at the main leaderboard so far. Pixel Andy with the #1 seed at 5 maxes with a 999 kicker. Then we have AV Geek, 4 maxes, #2 seed. 3 maxes apiece for Dog, Robin, and Scotto, the 3, 4, 5 seeds. Then Sfavar, DMJ, and Hana round out the top 8 with 2 maxes apiece. We still have a lot of big names going tomorrow. We have Alex T, Matt Martin, Meme, and Sharky are the lead names on CT1. All those players capable of multiple maxes. But right now, there's currently 13 players. 13 players currently have a max, and we know that there's going to be at least a few of those players getting maxes. Yeah. So I think we can confirm you're going to need a max for the first round bye.
Yeah, if you don't want to play in the first round, you're probably going to need a max out and maybe 2 to clinch it.
Nothing. Sure.
All right. And while we're here again, early on here, only one that's got some progress is Vince, who's about a third of the way to transition. Good pace though. He's probably looking at about maybe a 550K transition pace. But want to shout out Hyperkin, who has supported CTWC since the beginning. You know, in the past year, they've helped Tetris communities around the world by sending them NES consoles and controllers. They lead the way in retro and modern entertainment industry with unique, fun, and innovative items, including the retro end console. Check them out at hyperkin.com. And shout out for me because the controller I use is actually a Hyperkin controller. Got it from Mama Scooty.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what time's the mine belt?
What's that?
What time's the mine belt?
I think like half an hour after calls.
Okay. I don't know if I had time to go get dinner or not.
Might have to go to the concession stand.
Yeah.
I hope you like chicken fingers.
No.
Then don't go there.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So we'll get a little food chat in here. Chat, what's your vibe on chicken fingers? You like chicken fingers? You don't like chicken fingers? Where's your go-to chicken finger location? Let us know what you think.
Let me step away and go see what their menu is. I'll be right back.
All right.
Look at this level 30 Molining here. Wow. I never thought I'd see a Molining after a max on Das German, but there we go. Das is good. Level 30 with Das. That's amazing.
All right. Again, we are in the waning moments of this second qualifier session. We're under 20 minutes to go. Yep. Okay, so again, about 20 minutes in, I'm going to give you a roundtable update of all of our scores. Beast and Shen, 243K at 58 lines. Remy tops out at 128K. Vince on the lower right, 334,000 coming up to the turn. And then in the lower left, Robot just starting a new game at 0. And we'll see how these players are able to do. Limited games left. Could probably get a few more games in, but it all depends on what they decide to do. And as far as qualifiers, kind of like a marathon. I'd say at this point, it's kind of like you're hitting the wall. And if you're a marathon runner, you know it's around that 20 to 21 mile mark where you hit the wall and you start to feel like you can't go on anymore. So within these last 20 minutes, if the players want to improve their score, it's time for them to find their second wind, get back into the swing of things, and see if they can pull out one more good score before all is said and done. All right, and looking at the lower right, Vince has transition. This is a good transition score from him. 508,000 points is the score for Vince on level 19, trying to get his sea legs under him with the transition. And probably a good move. Now, Vince is a max-out player. He does have a max-out on his resume. So we'll see what kind of score he can pull out here as he is on to level 20, making his way towards the kill screen. Some good building from Vince, keeping clean. He's got that double well on the right, a common safety tactic here, but he's getting droughted. 17 pieces and counting. Hangs an O piece in the middle, does get the Tetris, and now he can get back to work rehabilitating this stack, getting things back down to a state of something slightly more normal, because he does have gaps in columns 4, 6, and 7 that he will need to work through, trying to get things back after he did get the Tetris. 566K is that score for Vince right now. And he is currently looking at about an 840K kill screen if he's able to maintain this pace. And sneaking on back in, Grand Designs has returned. Good to have you back here as they start to get into the spicy finish of qualifying session 2.
15 minutes left. All you need is one big game. One big game is all you need.
Yep, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And if that last game's a good one, that's all that shows up on the qual scoreboard. And Vince is getting droughted again. What did he do to RNG to deserve this? Another 20-piece drought for him, but he does get the Tetris. He's over 600,000. 616K is his score on level 25. And things are looking a little dicey. I mean, not too bad, but Vince will have to do a little bit of burning. That's a misflip there. I don't think he meant to do that. And now
this
he'll need
this is looking rough.
Yep. It's not insurmountable until it is. And Vince
This is falling apart. That's rough.
You hate to see it here. Ooh, and of course my ears perked up because it sounds like Chris Tang is talking about Minnesota, my home state. And apparently when he went there, he wanted to get White Castle of all things. Now, do you all have White Castle around in your part of the country?
I don't. I'm from Pennsylvania. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Actually, I know Ohio. I had one in Ohio, but not Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I think for most people, either you have White Castle or you have Crystal.
Yeah, I don't think we have Crystal either.
Yeah. Well, in PA you have Wawa.
Yeah, Wawa. Although mostly that's in the eastern part of PA. In fact, I recently heard, I live in the western part of PA around Pittsburgh. I recently heard there's a big thing about us potentially getting our first Wawa.
No way. Now, of course, go figure. It's been a hot minute since I've driven through Pennsylvania, but when I did drive through, I didn't get to the part of PA that has Wawa. I just kind of went through Pittsburgh and then did that. I forget the name of the city, but you got that weird interchange that's like, it's totally messed up. You have to drive through the city, then to go southbound towards Baltimore, D.C. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
About Harrisburg?
I think it's near Harrisburg. I gotta look it up because like you have to actually like leave the interstate, go onto the city roads, and then go onto another interstate.
It could also be Lancaster as well, maybe.
Could be. Okay, I'm curious, so I'm gonna look this up because now it's gonna bug me if I don't. Okay, found it. Apparently, it's in Breezewood, where I-70 and the Pennsylvania Turnpike.
I know exactly what that is. Mile marker 161.
Yep. Yeah.
I know it by heart because when I was a kid, I remember taking that to go visit my aunt.
Yep, that's the one. I remember that, and I'm like, I'm looking at my GPS, and I'm like, why are you taking me off the freeway if I'm gonna stay on the freeway? And then I'm like, oh, I see what's up.
Oh yeah.
We've got a solid effort from Remy here. He's getting a little high though. Does get a burn, does get a Tetris. So he's gonna be around a 500K if he keeps this up for a transition.
Yeah, we know Remy's capable of getting a big post here. See how aggressive he wants to take this.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that really matters here is we don't want Remy to make you look like a fool and not get a max out.
Hey, he was so close last time, like literally inches from it. They say football's a game of inches. This might be a game of milli-inches.
I know.
And I know I just made milli-inch up, but who cares?
Yep. And I mean, Remy was basically, he was at the city limits of Max Out City. He saw the sign, and then he veered off the road.
I think that sums it up perfectly.
All right. And over here on my left, which would be on your upper right, I got Remy and Martz talking in French. Don't know a word they're saying. I mean, I speak Spanish, but it's not exactly the same. And I don't know. We might need official ruling. Is this coaching?
Hey, put it this way. I took 2 years of Spanish in college, and pretty much the only thing I remember from it is hola.
Yep.
There we go. 518 transition for Remy.
Nope. Nope. But yeah, I tested out of Spanish in college. I did AP in high school, so I basically had all my foreign language requirements done before I got to college.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Early days, you may as well mental momentum and get a good start rather than someone.
All right. Now I can't see all of the scores here, but as far as the ones on this stream, we've got Zero at the 16 spot. So as it stands, he is the very last bye out of the first round in gold. Remy is in 19th. So Remy's going to need to get probably at least a 990,000 or a max out to get into that first round bye territory.
Definitely, at this point, definitely a max out.
Yeah. Yep, and looking at some other names that you're seeing here, just some of the more bigger names in the Tetris community. Tetris Time is sitting at 18th with the 972K. Batfoy, return of the Batfoy. Only his third tournament in the last 2 years, not including a stint on Best of 99 with Matt Martin.
Yeah.
Batfoy is sitting at an 841K. Ben Mullen at 811K. And a Game Scout at 810,000. So some of the bigger names in the community there sitting at 800 to 900,000 range.
Now, one player that I am really bummed wasn't here but could have made some serious damage if they were was Green Tea.
Oh yeah, no, Green Tea would have been great at this tournament, but after further review, can confirm flights from Japan are not cheap.
Yeah. I'm just grateful a lot of foreign players do come here as well.
Oh yeah.
It just shows us how amazing this community is.
Yeah.
For people to just even ones that may not necessarily have a chance to win it.
Yeah.
7 maxes for Andy. Breaking news.
Yep. And I
New
believe-
world record for Das.
Yep, and that surpasses the 6 that Sharky had last year. Over here, we're still waiting for our first max out on the Quattro.
Andy gets another level 30 as well.
Yep. Now Remy is on level 26. He's at 825,000.
Okay, let's see this. Come on.
So let's take a look and focus on Remy's board. He takes a safety triple, and I don't know that he's going to be able to get a max out unless he basically gets all Tetrises. But
I think Remy's got to sell out. There's one there, 869. Hey now. Oh, I think pretty much has to go dirty here. Needs a bail. Not getting the bail.
Well, waiting for the long bar. He can't use it.
Yeah, nice quick tap. Oh, well got sealed at the last second, but hit another quick tap. Where is the bar for Remy? Come on. Where's the bar for Remy? 876.
Oh, no. Now, with 7 minutes left.
Let's see. Shen 533. Got another Tetris 557.
Yeah, and Shen's got a pretty decent looking board. I mean, he does have to burn off to get that right well opened up again, but this is something a DAS player of his caliber should be able to do. So there it is. Well is open. Long bar has arrived. Tetris for Shen, 587K into level 20. And we'll stick with looking at Shen's side of the board here. 591K. He's waiting for this long bar, which is absolutely not coming. And now he is facing a drought, not getting the pieces he wants, and he's going to spend some time at the burn unit over here, trying to get this board down. He's basically probably at the extent of what he can do with DAS, get these pieces over, and he is making it happen. Gets a Tetris, 629,000. This is going to be about a 940,000 kill screen pace if he can maintain this.
629. Couple more good burns.
And Shen's starting to look like he's he was starting to look like he got it until that.
A little bit of a shift there too.
Yep.
664.
Yeah. Shocking breaking news. March shows up and someone gets an early dash shift.
Hey, warm-up is done. Warm-up was done to 80 minutes ago.
That it was.
Actually, 84.
That it was.
I love that stuff. I have one of those.
Yep. We're commenting here. I know you all can't see on the chat with the Mart's warm-up is done sticker that I have in my possession.
Probably one of the top 5 most iconic catchphrases in all of Tetris, honestly.
Yep. I mean, you've got boom, Tetris 4, insert name here. You've got neck and neck. You've got, I suppose, decider is a phrase of sorts.
Mullining.
Mullining. Yep. I mean, imagine being such a big name in the Tetris community. You have a game tactic or a game term named after you.
Yeah, although mine, I always wanted the line-out chase down to be named after me, but they just call it the white guy strat. But I want it to be named after me because I so notoriously use it.
Nope. I thought it was funny. He didn't mean it that way, but Jedi Evan tends to come into my streams when I'm playing.
Yeah.
Usually like on the TNP show and stuff, and like I think one time I was playing against Omenvar, and he's like, I love coming in and watching these old man DAS matchups.
Hey, I'm not ashamed to be an old man. I still feel young at heart.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be 43 next month, and I got the energy of somebody in their 20s.
I know the feeling. Like most people in the Tetris community, when I came on board, they didn't know how old I was, and let's just say they were shocked when they learned.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because I don't know. So I mentioned that because I was talking to Mullen about how I'm kind of with the old guys, and
I used to be good at it.
Bidwell openly laughed when I said that because Bidwell thought I was 30.
Oh wow.
And no, my age begins with a 4, just like you.
You definitely carry your age well.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah,
I feel like the look on me over the last 2 years, I feel like I've got a little more of an age look, but I still feel like I at least look like I'm in my 30s.
Oh yeah. Nope. I kid you not. I think there was a clip from the KC regional that was on one of the Tetris discords, and someone was like, "What? Toast looks like he's 20." I'm like, I knew there was a reason I liked you.
Up until a few years ago, I had people thinking I looked like I was 20 when I was 40.
There you go.
And I'll take it every time.
There you go. All right. Okay, and it looks like Robot and Vince. So the bottom half of the board is now the ones that are in that 19 speeds. Vince is looking clean. Robot's got some burning to do, but with some flat burns, he's going to get open. And Vince is just playing it safe. 507,000 for Vince, 561,000 for Robot. Don't worry, I did see that hey now briefly on Vince's side of the board. You can't get him past me.
There we go, 5-12 now. Only 3 minutes left, so Vince may have one more game left in him if he's able to get a good score here.
Yep, and Zrobot coming up, gets a dirty Tetris about a couple rows off the bottom. He's coming up on the end of level 22. Very shortly, I'll let you know what his kill screen pace is. He's a few lines away from the checkpoint I use. Come on, a couple more lines. Come on, give me one more. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
But I don't think he's going to get much more than that unless he does some great digging work. But he is on a 970,000 pace for the kill screen. So not quite a max out, but you never know. Especially if he goes aggro like this, goes for a dirty Tetris, hangs a piece, waiting for the long bar, which is, it came just too late.
But look at Vince right now. Vince 632.
Yeah.
Having to take a little bit of burns now, but 640 into 23 can definitely get into that 800 range. Probably going to need around low to mid 800s to get in the bracket, but Vince definitely has a shot to get in the bracket with a strong finish here.
Yeah, let's take a detour. We'll take the scenic route over to Vince's side of the screen here. 646,000.
Oh, a misdrop for Vince.
Yeah, unfortunate misdrop.
There's still 2 minutes left, so Vince still getting one more. Oh, Vince could still get one more game in.
Oh yeah. Unless he wants to try and push this one out. I know his score is. I know this might be his high score because I'm not seeing him on the leaderboard.
651 for Vince.
So I think he's going to get that score in. So at a minimum, Vince is going to have a 651K for his qual. But once again, 90 seconds left in this qualifier. Players can get maybe 1 or 2 more games in, depending on how things are looking.
All right, Beast and Shen waiting to start his looks like his last game. Shen's only got a little over a minute to start.
Yep.
Okay, his robot tops out there. You still got another minute. You can start another one, Zro.
Yep. As long as you start a game before the clock shows zeros, you are allowed to finish that game out. So these players could start a game. Maybe they feel it like, okay, I'm not playing well to start, so they could take that reset and get it started. But 55 seconds to go, so if they want to restart, they're going to have to decide quickly if this is worth it.
Clock starting the last run now, and Andy well into what will be the last run. 5:55.
I've got a feeling these players, outside of the robot, are going to play it out. Yep, he tops out. He's going to get one more.
35 seconds.
Yep.
35 seconds.
Yep, and this is probably going to be it for these players. Don't expect them to start any more games after this. I mean, Remy definitely not restarting. He's on a 690,000 transition pace. That's monster.
Could we finish it in style here?
Hey,
it's like we're doing live PBTV, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we finished in style in the first qualifier, that's for sure. And we'll count down the last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Last games.
Yep. So at this point,
last games for everybody.
At this point, no new games can start in the qualifier. Players have to finish this out. Good, bad, ugly, whatever score they get is what they get. So this is it for these players. All right, and this will also be our final reminder to chip into the Matcherino. Again, the Matcherino is our prize pool for this tournament. You want to see these players with a big fat check, go ahead and chip into that Matcherino. I believe it was posted earlier in the Discord, not the Discord, but the Twitch chat, so check it out there. But we are going to hang with you every step of the way as these players finish out their last games, heading towards possibly a new high score for their qualifier.
Okay, 372 with just 73 lines for Remy. Remy is really going for this.
Yeah, this is his pace right now. It's about a 660 to 670,000 transition.
Huge here. I want to see this so bad.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Anything to see the reaction on Martz's face too.
Oh yeah. Nope.
Proud Papa.
Oh yeah. Now on CT4, we have not yet had a max out. We've had a couple players come very close, but as of right now, I believe we are the only stream of the 4 that has not yet had a max out. Will Remy or Zerobot, or for that matter, Beast and Shen or Vince, be the first one with an A on the board?
All right. 422 now, still keeping the aggression up. 445 at 91 lines.
Yep.
Another one, 469. Hey now.
Yeah, so the numbers have cooled off a little bit, but this is still very much a 600K transitionable game for Remy. Beast and Shen, he's at 262K at 77
Is that
lines.
8? That's 8 maxes for Andy and Das.
Oh my goodness.
That's insane. That's insane.
And yeah, also important to remember, this is a 90-minute qual. You know, back in the day, you had 2-hour quals. This one's only 90 minutes, so that level of efficiency with Das is unheard of.
I would be, at this point, absolutely stunned if Andy's not the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
Even with Sharky going tomorrow.
Yeah, you got Sharky and Meme qualifying tomorrow. They're probably the 2 biggest threats to Andy being the number 1 seed here. Now, looking up at Remy's side of the board, he could get 3 more Tetrises before the kill screen, which would put him in probably the low 600s for a transition. There is one of them. He's got 2 more, but the moment he burns, he loses one of those Tetrises. And he's ready for another, waiting for the long bar. Handling the pieces well as they come in, but he's getting
drought
droughted.
count. There's the bar.
Yep, there it is.
There it is, 613.
So he's going to burn into 19 with a 614,000 transition. Let's see what he can do with this game.
That's not the way Remy. Oh, nice tuck there, though. That was not the way Remy wanted to transition, but saved it really, really close.
This is why he's Remy and we're not.
Thank you. 100% on that one. Okay. As was the case last game, Remy has plenty of runway to do some burning here and not risk losing the max.
Oh yeah, no, pace is looking really good. I mean, he'll still have to keep going for Tetrises to get the max out, but it's not like he has to play all out, all Tetrises at all costs. Now, looking at the left.
Drought counter's coming off again. Oh, nice quick tap again. There's another burn for Remy. There's another bar. Come on, Remy's getting another Tetris, 664.
Yep. Meanwhile, Beast and Shen, he's got 2 more Tetrises to transition. Gets one of them. He can get another one, and that would put him at about a 470,000 transition. Still a respectable score, and there it is. 471 is his transition score. And Zerobot is done, tops out at 390K, but his score is going to be at 982,000.
Oh, Remy missed the Tetris right there. Remy could have went doesn't matter. Remy gets it anyway. 725, still on 22.
Yep.
All right, Remy, come on.
And right now, Remy is on a 1.08 million pace, so this is max out territory for him if he's able to maintain this.
Here's another Tetris, Remy, 757.
Yep, and right now, the 3 remaining players all on level 19 speeds. Beast and Shen on 20, Vince on 21, Remy on 23. Remy desperately waiting for a long bar that is not showing up. This is a drop, but he gets it.
There we go, 796 on 24. All right, Remy. Come on, Remy.
Yep.
Come on, Remy. 799.
Yep, nice flat burn there. That's some great vision on Remy's part to keep that stack alive. And Vince tops out at 467K. So Vince's qual is done. He gets a, I think that 651 he got earlier is his qual score.
Okay, Remy wisely taking a couple safeties. 813. Ooh, that might have been a little bit. Wrong adjustment for Remy. Remy got the wrong adjustment. Oh, double quick tap. Quick tap might be okay. Might save it. The adjustment was right there. Remy picked the wrong one.
Yeah, that's basically your soccer penalty kick situation. You've got a 50-50 based on where the player's going.
Actually, wait, Remy might save this. Remy could save this.
Yep, he needs a long bar though, and he needs it right meow. Oh, and he gets
he's not going to be able to get 825. But nevertheless, Remy still definitely clinched a spot in the tournament.
All right.
GG's Remy. Always awesome to see you play.
Beast and Shen is still playing right now. He's got a 650K. His top score right now is a 777,000. So he's got the potential to pass that and improve his score. Even if he improves it by a few thousand points, that will move him up because he just needs a 780 to pass Snowy for that 31st seed in gold.
686 beat for Shen.
Yep.
See if Shen.
Oop, he wants that Tetris. He's ready for it. The long bar's not ready, however. Where is that long bar?
So level there it is.
Tetris for Beast and Shen, 723,000.
26 and 27 are so cursed. There's another one for Shen.
There it is, 757, and now on.
Shen might have a 900 chance here.
Yeah, he's now onto the worst color scheme in all of Tetris, level 27.
I hate it.
As a colorblind person, I despise it.
There we go, 793.
So he is going to move up, and he's got a chance to even.
2 more should get Shen in the field for sure.
Yep.
There's one.
There is a Tetris.
There's 820. One more Tetris should lock Shen into the gold bracket.
Yep, he can get up to 3 more Tetrises, which if he can do that, he would probably pass Ethan Thoughts now for that 27th seed, but he is burning.
As I said, 1 more Tetris should clinch Shen in the bracket.
If he does,
he might be in anyway.
If he gets a Tetris, it's going to have to be a dirty one at this point. If he keeps burning, he's going to burn into the kill screen.
Honestly, with this score, I think Shen's in regardless.
Yeah, but he burns in. He's waiting for that long bar. Can he?
No, 846. I think that's going to get Shen in.
Yep, 846.
GG's.
That's going to move him up to 28th in the seedings. He passes Snowy, he passes a Game Scout, he passes Ben Mullen and Burb Wizard with that final game. A clutch finish for Beast and Shen with that 846K qualifier.
Clutch is what we want to see with a capital C right here. Thank you so much to all our players here on Classic Tetris 4 with some awesome quals. Beast and Shen, Remy, Zrobrod, and Vince. We got some more quals coming to you tomorrow, Saturday morning. You're going to have some more fun, and the Jonas Cup is in full swing. Yep. Everybody join me one more time in saying my 2 favorite words. Hell yeah!
And after this, after we sign out, be sure to check out the main Classic Tetris channel because we still have the Mind Meld competition going on tonight. I will be competing with Arbaro. It's going to be a good time, so come check us out at the Mind Meld competition. Don't know exactly what time it starts, but I'd say give us at least a solid half an hour. But for now, we are signing on out.
We'll see with Sharky tomorrow. Sharky goes all in.
We really co-commentated all year. That's what I said. I want